Okay. So. The world of Godforged is set on the continent of Verreath. It spans deserts, cold fjords, great grasslands, great woodlands, several regions. Currently, well, actually, let's pull it back a little bit. The gods of this region were all created by something called the Godforged, a group of mortals, which they recently found out were giants, came together to build a device to become gods themselves. They ascended to godhood and sealed off the area for which the Godforge was built in, a land known as Volcaria. Since then, various cultures have thrived and grown. But our story takes place during the year 1226 ACE, after the Chromatic Empire. We follow a group of adventurers, formerly known as the Cockslayers, but they don't really take much credit in that name, who met together in a tavern and through fates aligned have fought their way through many adventure. But the most important one, they found out about a giant named Magnathor who was buried in a tomb by a dragon named Omithis. They fought their way, but they were too slow. And they watched as Magnathor left with a bunch of their right hands. Yule recently learned to be a blue dragon. Uven, a Krigven polar bear-like person. And in 4 lieutenants. 2 of those lieutenants had been killed. One 30 episodes ago, but one far more recently. Last episode, they defeated the 2nd lieutenant they're hunting. They're trying to stop Magnathor from getting down to the Godforge and ascending to godhood himself. Currently, the party is located in the land of Wolfgard, most similar to Castlevania or Transylvania. Most of the land, the central part of the land, has been consumed by the dead, now known as the Deadlands. Wolfguardians, most known for their blunt way of naming things. They fought their way across Wolfgard, battled many undead, killed the lieutenant, dealt with some hags, and have now just left the marsh, with sights set on furthering stopping the goals of Magnathor. I'll have everyone introduce their characters when we start, because I know a lot of you will be new here. And then we'll kick into episode 63. Now, that might be daunting, but again, I do have recaps if you are interested in catching up on them up to episode 50. But let me let the group know that we are going to be kicking into things. I'll unmute on Discord. Hello.
Hello.
And I'm cutting across that you not know what the conversation topic was about. On a quick announcement, we do have Tomato joining us for today, which you'll see soon. We'll get his character intro pretty soon. But we do have one missing. Bree is unwell today.
Boo.
So unfortunately, she could not make it. But before we do kick into things, anyone got anything they want to shout or announce?
I apparently can play the pan flute.
Ooh, oh, did you discover that in your proficiencies?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out if any of us have proficiency with herbalism, and I was like, maybe I do. No, but I can play a mean pan flute, apparently.
Nice.
It has not come up yet.
No, I didn't. Yeah,
I plan to work it in somehow.
I mean, last week we only just discovered you had mage hand. So, this is a learning curve. Sometimes it takes a year.
Can the mage hand hold the pan flute for you while you play it?
It could, and as a bonus action, I could make it play. Yeah, and it could be invisible and just look like it's floating there. Who knew?
That's the secret to defeating Magnathor, right there.
There it is. Just confuse the shit out of him until we get some good hits.
He might like it. Maybe you'll become friends with him. So before we get started today, I've just kind of introduced the world in a very brief recap, mentioning that you are hunting Magnathor and his lieutenants and have been traveling across a lot of the land. But before we do jump into where we left off, does everyone want to go around and just introduce your characters? and what you're playing, the class you're playing, and a little bit about your character. Like it's an icebreaker at a school. Let's go counterclockwise. Sam, do you want to introduce your character and who you're playing, what you're playing?
Yeah, I am playing Skold. I am a Krigven Rune Knight fighter. Krigven are like a giant warrior bear race from Nordheim, which is the icy top of the world.
Fjordhelm.
Fjordhelm, not Nordhelm. Fjordhelm.
It's a Nordheim.
Yeah. That's the fucking song.
To be fair, it's all in his backstory. We've never actually been there in game yet, so it's fair.
We've never actually been there. No. I was the youngest and most capable fighter in my tribe. Typically, my race, they are the stewards of giants, and recently all of the giants have vanished. And so I was sent out into the world to find my giant, or at least find what happened to my giant. And that has been my journey thus far.
There you go. Bree can't be here, so I'll introduce Basil. Basil is a half-orc College of Creation bard. He's not your stereotypical bard. He's more kind of charming, quieter, shy, believes in the good and hope of the world. He's had a couple of just momentary relationships, but mostly focuses on trying to leave the world a better place than where he first came in. Very capable bard. What else can we say about Basil? Basil is...
He's adopted.
He's adopted. He's from a farming family, and he's got a
gentle
boy.
heart. He's soft-spoken.
He's our gentleman caller.
Yes. Caller.
He has
make a lot of goofs at his expense, but he's the best of us for sure.
Basil is very, very good at throwing hand axes. Never misses.
Oh, he's also our monkey. Every team has one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
That's
our
like
monkey.
the polymorph monkey.
Wait, are we like explaining his story thus far though? Because he wasn't originally a College of Creation bard, right?
That's true. Yeah. If you are coming in, if you go back and watch, you'll notice that he was a College of Lore bard to begin with. Basil met an elderly man named Old Blue. Old Blue was a rich bard that had retired and had the power of creation, the voice of creation. A very unique gift that only bards can behold, and an ancient magic. And he taught it to Basil, along with giving the entirety of his estate to the party.
We have a house.
Georgia.
We do have a house. Hi, everybody. I play Fabia. And Fabia is... Well, we made Fabia back when there weren't like actual official rabbit people.
That's true.
So we used a homebrewed rabbit race called Lago. So they continue to be called Lago in this world, but they're basically the Harengon that are in the new Feywild stuff. And yeah, Fabia came from a burrow that was in the deep woods where everyone was told to just keep your head down, stay quiet, don't do stupid shit, and we'll all, stay alive and it'll be better for everybody. And Fabia was not about that at all, got into trouble all the time, and eventually got kind of bored with getting in trouble in the forest and wound up moving to the towns that were on the outskirts of the forest. And saw something she shouldn't have seen, stole something she should not have stole, and brought a lot of trouble back to her burrow, and was basically ostracized and left. And puts on an air of like, I'm glad I left. I didn't want to be there anyway. I'm barely a rabbit. I'm more of a bird. I'm meant to fly, sort of thing. But she carries some sadness about that for sure, that she pretends isn't there. And wound up meeting these lovely people because once again, she stole something she should not have stolen, but had a much better outcome and wound up with a bunch of good friends and traveling companions. And yeah, she's just a little mischievous bean.
If you do go back and watch from episode 1, Dodger joins us in episode 12. Was actually
She almost got away with stealing our stuff. We could not find her.
Yep.
We were making rolls. We were DMing each other rolls. It was crazy.
It was great.
It was very fun.
Shane.
Hey, I play a dwarf named Timothy. He's from the Undersun Mountains. He's stayed there all of his life with his mother and father, who are both very proficient smiths. Well, his mother more. His dad not as much, but still kind of. But after his mother died, their business sort of went a little shitty. So he left, not on the noblest of quests, but just to find a new home, sort of, for them two. And on the way, he ran into Skold in a bar, who then ran into everybody else and started on this whole little trip. And
We the OGs, Timothy. All right.
Yeah, right.
Our thing transcends their thing.
along that way, he met someone else. Well, everybody met someone else. An automaton named Aaron, who is my second character.
Yay.
Yes, the group got a deck of many things. If you're new to D&D, the deck of many things is a very dangerous deck of cards, which you can draw from and get something extremely good or extremely bad. The only two people to draw were Sam and Shane, and they both got something very good.
Great things, so we can never pull from it again
Because
because
everyone
it'll
else
definitely be terrible.
Sam is a level
Limited.
ahead. He's level 11. Everyone else is level 10. And Shane got a secondary character, only level 4, now level 5. But it is Aaron is a Way of Equilibrium monk. It's our own subclass, homebrewed one, kind of like a wild magic monk.
Very fun.
Timothy also along the way met a devil named Zalfel. Made a couple of deals with him, learned some secrets, and Zalfel is a go-to character in this campaign, you'll see.
He really likes us.
OLG, do you want to describe your character?
Sure. I'm OLG, and my character's name is Fia. She is a draconic bloodline sorcerer. It's slightly homebrewed. We added some bloodline spells, and we do spell point variant and stuff like that. You may see in chat, people refer to Fia as very short, very small, the size of a gnome. That is not true. Fia is 5'8". It's just that everyone else is super tall. She's
Untrue
5'8",
though.
She's not. Well, yeah, not everyone else is.
I'm
tall.
smaller than
small-
you.
you
Timmy's
small as
smaller
well.
than you.
But sometimes in chat, people are going to ask.
5'8" Keck W.
She is not.
Actual midget.
Fia's actually from Wolfgard, which is where we are now. But she left when she was about 4 years old. Her parents, she didn't really know what happened to her parents. She actually just learned. We've been exploring some of Fia's backstory. So she just met her dad, which was great because she thought he was dead. Turns out he's a vampire. Which seems bad, but he's running like a hospital, so that part's great. So it's actually okay. So
Context, it just sounds fucking wild, like a fever dream.
Yeah.
So she met her dad. That was nice. Her mom, her mother who raised her, she was on the streets for a while in a place called Pennytown, which is where all the pirates live. And she was adopted by a pirate crew. And her mother is the most fearsome pirate on the seas. She's badass. Also, Fabi made out with her. The mom, not Fia.
Yeah, we got down a little bit.
So that happened. She.
I wasn't going to mention that, but if you're going
Yeah.
to, then yeah.
It might as well be out there.
Yes, Fabia has banged
So
Fia's mum.
she recently saw her mother, who was actually with her dad. Fia was on the trail of her dad because she thought he was a bad guy and she was going to kill him. Again, turned out he was her dad. Surprise. So that's her deal. She also just found that her mom is maybe alive and she's going to try to go figure out what that shit's all about.
Okay. Well, that's all of the party. The party with no name, or formerly known as the Cockslayers, has in store. Does anyone want to read the recap? And let's kick off the episode.
I read it last time, so
yeah,
who
that's
knows?
true. I make everyone read the recap chat whenever we
Why
do.
don't you read the recap to welcome the
Yeah.
new people? DM.
Last time
Thank you
read it.
for... Okay, I'll read it.
I like how everybody sounds so aggro, even though we were like, let us read it sometimes, Joe. God.
Yeah, literally it was like their suggestion. Now it's turned into... I just wanted to
Hang
be
on.
treated like it's a
I'm
school.
doing something that Joe's going to appreciate later, okay? Right now.
Okay. Okay.
So don't worry.
Oh, well, that's a little sinister, but
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's been a
Not
while.
sinister at
Made me
all.
nervous. Okay. Well, I've now written it in from your perspective, so. Last we left off, you were face to face with the hag mother known as Abatha, as she was infested with parasitic worms induced by your quarry, the last of the Yillithid, Uroth. You managed to create a concoction in her pool and cure her of her ailment, just in time for Uroth to arrive. After a grueling battle, and with Abatha's aid, you battled him and his minions, slaying them all. Abatha rewarded you with some information, a lot of information, and some items. Which, by the way, I've kind of left general for you guys to discuss who has what. And sent you on your way. She transported you just outside the Fool's Marsh. After many weeks of tracking down Uroth, and finally killing him, you are one step closer to hunting down Magnathor himself. Now, with the second of Magnathor's inner circle killed, you have to set your sights on what's to come. So, having just left out of the marsh, the air already fairly kind of much nicer temperament out here as you leave. The humidity from the marsh was overwhelming. And now, as you kind of come away from it, it starts to become far less grueling. You're still in kind of boggy terrain, and by Swamp, the town closest to you, is a little ways to the north. But you are, for all intents and purposes, out of the marsh and into safer land. You can see the main road that heads south and back through the countryside of Wolfguard, just away from you. The moment you leave, first, in Skold's head, he hears, "Greetings, valued customer. Cadven here. I have a deal just for you.
Off.
10% off all new stock. Free enchant after spending 300 gold. Cadventurers."
10% off.
A few seconds go by.
Well, we don't
Fabia,
know unless
you hear in your head,
Oh.
"Greetings, valued customer.
Oh,
Cadven
thank
here.
God, we
I
all
have a
hear
deal
it.
just for you. 10% off all new stock." And then 10 seconds after, Timothy,
Telemarketer.
Thea, each of you receiving this sending message. All the exact same message too.
Wait, he sends it
Skold will
individual-
stop.
There's got to be a better
and
way.
He will clear his throat. I think I know what we must do next. Kill the owner of Cadvens.
No, what? No, 10% off.
It's the only way to stop that bullshit, whatever that was.
You're the
I'm
one
not
who
happy.
you've done more enchantments than any of us. You're a
Honestly,
better
you've given
customer
him
than
a
literally
lot
any of us.
business.
Yeah, but I don't like newsletters.
Well, maybe we could just
All
tell
right.
him to not. I do actually probably want to know about sales. Well, he could just message me. I would like to know if there's cool sales.
Well,
Yeah,
we have
we'll
to go there and tell him to stop messaging us
Okay.
and only message you.
Only
No,
message.
Fabi, you can if you want.
That's fun though.
Oh,
Yeah, that was alarming. If that happened when somebody was like attacking me, that would have been terrible. But yeah,
like aiming just at that moment.
yeah. If I was,
right? Yeah.
that would have really thrown me off. But you know. Anyways,
Nice.
yeah, we should go to Cadman's.
For sure. Joe, how far is
How far?
Wait.
You gonna say an
How
extra
far-
word?
sorry,
Guys, again,
how-
I thought you were cutting out. Then I had to keep looking at the camera. You're like, how far?
actually
Hello.
Discord is going.
Oh,
How
you
is
are
Discord-
cutting out though.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
We are. It's over.
2
Oh, no.
secs.
Wadi,
We'll restart the Discord call.
so you. It's been
secs.
real.
We'll just restart. Discord seems to have broken. 2 secs, guys. We'll just put in the intermission screen.
Blame tomato.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Ah.
Can we restart the call?
Do we want to? Can we try to?
Who's
change
hosting the
this
call right now?
order?
Technically, Discord hosts all calls.
Motherfuckers.
It just cleared up
fixed?
for me the second you went to
it's fine.
intermission.
It fixed it.
Okay, we're just going to go back and pretend that never happened.
Okay,
good?
there we go.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Must have been Discord being weird.
Right.
yeah.
So
Sorry.
the last time we saw Cadvan, he was in Tithmor, right?
Yes.
Is the shop in
Yes.
Oldbridge
Cadvan
and then
has
one in
a- yeah.
Tithmor. So how?
Sorry. Someone in chat made fun of Sam for licking his mug, and he just called him a coward. It's just
I said, would you rather I spilled a drop? You know,
Yeah.
coward.
Coming out feisty
What a
today.
response.
So are you asking how far away you are
How
from
far are we
Tithmor?
from Tithmor is what I was trying to say. Sorry.
I'll show chat the map as well. You guys actually I can't because it would reveal the other camera. It's fine. You are probably around, I would say overall, if you went on a good pace, if you have like a mount or anything, probably 5 days travel. If you went straight there, maybe 4 days you could do it in.
I mean, can we hit up our house?
Yeah.
That's on the other side of the
You could, yeah. Technically, you'd
lake.
go around, but it would be a whole different, route to go.
I got you. Okay. So it would be better to, if we're gonna go to town, it would be better to go straight to town and then go back to the house.
Yeah. If you want to do
Okay.
both, probably
Feels
the
like it,
smartest way
right?
to do it. Yeah.
Cool.
How far are we from Byswamp? Byswamp is north of us, right?
Yes.
So how
probably
far
like
are we from?
quarter day away from Byswamp.
Okay.
if that-
So I
No,
guess
that-
that's. Do we want to go there and see if we can find somebody that's going faster than us? Do we just want to go on our own? I guess is the question, right?
I mean, let's just see, right? We haven't been there before, have we?
You've briefly been to
Byswamp was-
Byswamp.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit.
It was the place where you got the canoe across the river.
Mm.
Okay. Where you want to go there? to
Wait,
see
we could just get a canoe to Coldwick and it would be really fast.
Coldwick is the wrong direction.
Closed, right?
Well, because you want to head kind of south.
What if you canoe across Lake Rainwater?
Can you draw a big "You are here" fucking dot? Oh, our
Sorry.
estate's over there. I thought our estate was
You're here.
Coldwick. Ah,
We're
okay.
over by,
That
like-
makes sense.
Question.
Mhm.
Just so that we know it. I'm gonna say that for now, the broom, the band, and the book are all in the not fucked up bag of holding.
Got it.
Hey, any bag of holding could be fucked up if we wait long enough.
If we
That's
try
true.
hard enough. Oh wait, no.
That's true.
Just put a
hate
note
this.
on it that's like, please don't take this.
Yeah. Excuse me. I think you'll agree that we've done plenty for you. Stop, don't touch our shit in the future. XOXO, Fabia.
This is a regular broom. Just leave it.
This is all of this shit is normal,
Take
non-magical.
my shit and I will fight you.
XOXO.
Skold.
Draw a picture of Skold so it's really intimidating.
Do not touch. It's all cursed.
All right, we're going to
XO,
Byswamp.
Fabia.
We're heading to
Okay, yeah.
Byswamp, Joe.
Okay. And Byswamp to find transport. Okay. So a quarter of a day's journey up north on
Yeah.
the road. You eventually
We'll
come
stay on the
across
road.
Byswamp. There's no exterior wall on the southern or the western or northern edges of Byswamp, but on the eastern side they do have kind of like a perimeter wall built to kind of hold off anything that might come out of the swamp. And they do have patrolling guards up and down. A lot of dwarves, gnomes, and halflings living around Byswamp, less so humans and elves. But once you start arriving, you'd see a couple of people come up and they start offering you canoe rides. But what are you specifically looking for? Are you looking for like transport?
Probably like maybe horse or cart or some form of.
Okay. Yeah. Heading to
Transport.
a stable. You come across the stable, and a short dwarven man with kind of a curly ginger beard that's kind of been held up in these small, or like kind of golden tangles almost. These kind of like brass and gold little kind of things holding together his beard. I'm not sure what you'd call them actually. Clasps. He's kind of in leathered gear, and he's combing a singular kind of broad horse, and then walks over to an ox and starts doing the same. Looks across at you as you come in. Well, hello there. How do you do?
Hello.
Afternoon.
What can I do you for?
Transport.
We're looking to head down to Tithmor. We're wondering if there's any transport available.
Okay, yeah, you could rent a horse and cart, or you could rent an ox and cart, depending on what you're trying to travel down with. If you've got any heavy load, we'd always suggest the ox, but horse could do.
Other
Sort
than
of look
this
down
guy?
at himself.
Like,
Yeah.
And then,
I'm just
Well, you can go in a cart. The horses are pretty strong, but we could do a horse and cart if you prefer. Ox is a little slower.
The horse, then, I think, right? We don't really want to.
Hey, it can
Take our
fit about
time.
7 of you.
sure.
I'll get the ox then. I'll get the ox, just so you're safe.
Skold, do you want to take the slow route? You want to take the ox instead? You looked
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Do you need the cart? Or do you need just want to go on horseback?
Above board, how much faster is a horse and cart than us? Like if we're all in the same cart.
Oh, I mean, it can travel without you guys getting any wear and tear. It will speed things up.
Going,
Yeah,
right?
it'll be much faster.
I mean, I'd be pretty slow.
Aw. What if we put you on the broom?
If only we had an herbalism kit.
God damn it.
We could spend our time in the cart making potions.
Above board, I will remind you of one thing because
Yeah.
you guys have never used it. You do have the clown carriage.
A clown car.
I'm
We don't
I'm
know
the
that.
only one that knows that, though.
Oh, okay. If you don't, if you've not shared the
Incorrect.
information, I just didn't know if you'd shared
I'm the only one that knows that we have that.
Then he's gonna stand there and say,
And I
okay.
intend to die on the hill of having
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I know you've got something.
Bobby
It's
and
just a matter of
dies, we
time.
open up the bag of holding. We're like, the fuck?
Okay.
Where did this come from?
Well, I can get you down to Tithmor, and that'll be for all of you. Just one cart, or
Will that
Well,
fit
I
us
mean-
comfortably?
comfortably? No.
I'm the size of a furry child, if that helps.
I can
So, like,
I
sling an arm around Timmy, like, I mean,
I
So
can get, well, if you sign this insurance form, then we can get it to you for 15 gold. If
An
you didn't
insurance
sign it, then 100 gold each.
Can I can I see that form?
Hey! He rolls out this kind of piece of parchment and hands it to you. It basically says, on the deaths of the horses or the loss of the cart, you have to pay in full. The horses up to 200 gold on each of them, and the cart itself up to 60 gold. It's a markup price for sure, but it's designed to basically say, hey, don't ride my horses into battle.
sure.
15
Or
gold
just
pieces, though.
don't force them to go beyond their means, right?
Yes.
In general.
I don't think we're looking to fight right now, yeah.
No.
I don't think so. I think we just want to get to town. What's the horse's name?
Stephen and Jerry.
Stephen and Jerry. That one's Stephen?
Wait. He looks at you, Timothy. Why are you laughing?
That's just an odd name for a horse. It's like
Stephen
a
was the
man's
name of my brother. Okay.
Is he named a horse after it?
Aye. It's my favourite horse.
Aww.
Do you want me to go and get my
Yeah.
brother? See how he feels about it.
No, that's okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I do actually. Okay. Are we sure? We'll do the insurance.
Okay. Right, just sign there, and then 15 gold pieces, please. And do not go off of the road. And the insurance does not cover you if you'd start going off the road. So stay on the road. They know the direction. And off you pop.
Oh, okay. Does that sound good to everybody?
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Skold, how do you feel about this?
We just signed a contract.
6 to 15
No,
gold.
you know the.
So wait.
Oh, do we all get to individually sign it?
Aye. Yes.
Cool.
He has each of you write your names down on it if you can. Passes it around the
would-
group. Basil does it.
I would like to, for no
I would
reason.
just write it in giant.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn a use of illusory script,
Genius.
Okay.
and I'm gonna make it look like I'm writing my name, but I'm actually just writing fart in all big letters,
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Sure.
just for fun.
Fair enough. He takes back, gets a copy of his own, he kind of rolls up. Okay, appreciate that. Of your pop there, Stephen and Jerry take you there. The cart's already around the back. You can tie it up. I can get it sorted for you. Do you need anything along the way? Like food?
What?
You got rations.
Okay. And he goes up and he starts. You see the reins of the horses already on there. He starts kind of helping tie up the cart to the horses. Okay.
All right.
You can mark off the 15 gold. So, you're heading straight to Tithmor.
I don't.
So,
Is there anything else we need in Buy Swap? I don't think so, right?
Nah. let's get going.
Sorry, by a swamp. You're by a swamp. It's pretty gross.
Okay. Well, if your destination is Tithmor, is there anything you would like to do over the next 4 days or so? It's a pretty safe road to explore. This is probably, of all the roads are in Wolfguard, this is the most patrolled as it passes by Dawnhaven, the capital, the current capital of Wolfguard. Is there anything you guys want to do on the road for the next 4 days, or will we skip straight to Tithmor?
Fia would keep studying the spell book, so she would finish Elemental Rebuke. She only has 2 hours left, and then start the next one.
Okay.
I'd like to practice my pan flute.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
been a while
dude.
since I've played it.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll a performance check for fun.
Yay!
And then, Fia, you can knock off another, over the course of the few days. Because of the discomfort of it, I'm going to say you can knock off about 12 hours worth
Okay, thanks.
of study.
Ooh.
12.
A 12.
It's
Oh,
been
yeah,
a
anyone who's
while.
new, we read out the
Been a
rolls. We
while.
don't show them on screen. A 12, it's okay. It's been a little while. It's not too bad. You kind of get back into the rhythm of it. You know, there's a few off notes, but no one was expecting anything super amazing. Basil's enamored by it. That's great. You know, gets really impressed by it.
Fireworks behind you.
Nice.
Oh, God. I feel fired up. I'm ready to become amazing at the pan flute.
How did you? Where did you learn that?
Oh, gosh. Well, so in the borough, we have like 2 old ladies that run everything. And one of them, you know, like took me on as like a project because I was always getting into shit. And she thought that it would be really good if I had some kind of a hobby. So she tried to teach me pan flute. I remember a little bit, but like, I don't know. I'm thinking about home a lot, I guess. So I just remembered that I still had this, but God, I'm bad. Wow, I'm worse than I ever was at it, actually. So
Well, no, I mean, we got 4 days in a cart, man. You can practice a lot.
that's wow. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll just keep.
I'll do sanity rolls.
I'll just
Please
keep
don't.
doing this then, shall I?
No.
I love it. I think it's great. Looks at Skold.
In moderation.
So heading down southward for the next few days, you'd notice that going past the trees here, the pine trees and everything, you'd be following past like many small villages. And this seems to be the most peaceful section of Wolfguard overall. You see giant goats being milked and harvested in fields. You'd see various kind of corn and crop fields and wheat. And eventually, after a couple of days of travel, you pass by Dawnhaven. The first time you've seen the great city of Wolfguard. In the distance, you'd see, similar to how in Tithmor had that super focus, the tall tower with an orb lifted from it that seemed to channel magic through it. Dawnhaven's one is more jeweled shaped, like a giant amethyst sticking from the tallest tower. And you'd see an immense amount of magic being pumped into it as you go past, as they're practicing a shield spell. Roll an arcane check, anyone who knows anything about magic, spellcasters or people that study it. Which pretty much is kind of everyone in the party now.
7.
Oh,
Ooh, a natty.
Five.
that was. Wait, I had
That was
advantage on it. It
with
was only
advantage.
14.
Oops.
Yeah, you
Oh.
That's from my
wouldn't they have advantage?
Whatever, it's still 14.
14, you could probably deduce that from your time down in Tithmor, that the way that these super focuses work is essentially like a spellcasting focus, where a numerous amount of wizards or mages would cast spells into something and create a much more heightened effect. You'd see as they cast this, an entire dome, similar to when you cast shield on yourself and you see this shimmering field, goes around the entire city. Holds up for about 6 seconds and then fades again. After probably an hour of traveling past it again, you see it happen again. As they're practicing, the amethyst large stone, the size of a small building itself, jutting into the air, shimmering with the power as you go past. You see Dawnhaven and its capabilities in the distance. But carrying on for a couple more days on the road, you eventually arrive. You can smell the sea before you see the town. The smell of the water and the sound of the ocean coming into earshot. The waves bashing up against the rocky coastline. And the small moors.
Cawing of gulls.
Oh, yep, exactly. Wind's howling. As you eventually see the circular clockwork-shaped town of Tithmor and arrive at its northern gate. You're greeted by a stable hand who comes past, recognizing the cart from Byswamp as one of the traditional routes that kind of trades back and forth. Odds you and says, "Thank you very much. Have you got your insurance form?"
Hands it over.
Looks at. Okay, yeah. Stephen and Jerry seem alive. The cart seems fine. Any damages along the way?
Nope. I don't know where they're.
Probably not. No. Unless you guys did anything reckless, it'd probably been a fine journey.
Sped the whole way there.
He walks around, just kind of examines it. All right. Well, I'll be taking this off your hands, and you can head off into the town if you like.
Thank you. Thanks, Steven. Thanks, Jerry. I'll pat him.
The horses pay no mind.
It's still polite. Manners are free.
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to find my Tithmor music.
Oh,
God.
Fia would have sent a message while they were on the road.
Yeah.
To check in with Captain Heartbloom to see where they were at.
Ah.
Right? Because I keep forgetting how long it's been since they left.
Yeah. Good idea.
Where's our ride?
Okay.
So I guess she would have been like, "Hey, we're on our way back to Tithmor. Kind of lost track of time. How's everything there? Where are you guys?"
A moment later, you'd see the image of Captain Heartbloom with the super focus and the buildings in the background and the scarlet whistle just behind her as well. She says,
there.
"Oh, we arrived a few days ago, actually. But we're all just getting settled at the moment. We were hoping to hear a word back from you. We sent a letter over to your estate. You've got a house." And then cuts off.
She's so great. Okay.
Oh.
But you are in the northern entrance of Tithmor. Tithmor being the clockwork town full of artificers and gadget makers, mages and whatnot. The northern side of Tithmor is the magical quarter itself, not the mercantile one, not the one where you'd find Cadvan and whatnot. Where would you like to go first? What would you like to do?
What
I
time
guess
of
to
day is it?
Cadman's, right?
Yeah.
What time of day? Let's say you arrived in mid-afternoon.
Okay. I think we'd probably still go to Cadvan's first.
Okay. So, traveling over into the mercantile area. Nice to be back in civilization for the first time in many, many weeks. You pass on into the shopping area and you see various people going in all the different shops. And the one shop that sticks out, the kind of dome-shaped building with a glass top, and Cadventurers hanging out on the outside, swinging on its signpost. You see the small, just rounded building sat there with its kind of purplish tone on its bricks. Who's heading in first?
I don't know.
Skold.
The doorway.
Skold.
Ooh.
So it's the moment you head in, you start to hear Cadven's theme being played through the room. But instead of arriving through the front door, you appear in the back room. Vindar, the tiefling, is stood there next to shelves, picking up things and putting them onto the shelves. You can hear muttering in the background. Some shouting almost. You see Ko and Mo, two of the kobolds, are sweeping up glass from the ground, dusting it over as Mo picks it up and puts it into the trash. Vindar looks at us.
Oi! What was that?
The front door has been broken.
No, the message. What was that?
My husband sent it a little while ago. He's dealing with a
Where
customer
is
at the
he?
moment. Find him in the front room.
Scott's just gonna go through.
You pass on through, walking past the storage area and the shelves full of all the magical components. And as you kind of push away past the kind of blanketed entrance that leads into the main storefront, you would see Cadven. You'd hear him kind of as you go up, and you hear him say, "That is not good enough. Do you understand how long it takes to fix a plane shift spell?" And as you enter into the store, right in front of Cadven, Tomato.
Yay!
Yes.
You like
Hey,
to describe
the
your
boy.
character and what they see stood in front of Cadven. Oh, you're muted, I think.
Oh, you're muted, my dude.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, again, I said hi. That was what you missed. I said hi. You're gonna see in front of Cadven this sort of penguin-looking guy with this big armor and this big spear that's about much taller than him. Very bulky armor, probably too big for him. Covered in gears and trinkets and sort of weird, barely working tech. And he'd be about 5'2", maybe 5'3" in height. Yeah, I mean, the picture sort of explains the rest.
Yeah. Cadven's kind of stood there, like pacing back and forth, shaking his head with his arms crossed in front of the penguin-looking character. You have destroyed it. I have to repair that now. And he kind of hears Skold coming through behind. Goes, now people are coming through the back door. In front of you, by the way, Tomato, you would see a curly-haired human man. Kind of these small little glasses hang on the edge of his nose. Lovely kind of vibrant gear, almost like a robe that's going to be turned into kind of a suit, and it hangs down like genie pants at the bottom of his trousers, and an open shirt that's kind of been pulled together with buttons kind of sewn together.
Right. So just so I know, like, the sort of deal with this place, how likely is it that my character would have been here before, or is this like sort of a rare place to get to?
It's not incredibly rare. Cadven's Cadventurers, as it's called, it's a magical shop where the front door is actually a plane shift spell, and he has a few locations: one in Fjordhelm, one in Wolfguard, and one down in Albridge in Kessex. So it's likely you would have came through the Fjordhelm one. You might have passed through it before, but he was actually only just recently repaired the doors in the last few weeks to Fjordhelm.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you. The door was simply too low. It didn't fit he's going to point towards the spear on his back, which is pointing straight up towards the ceiling. He didn't carry it in forward. Yeah. He kind of walked in with it pointing straight up, and it obviously, if you look at the door frame, you will see rubble directly above where the door frame would have been.
There's a scorch mark above the front door as well, and you can just see like magic just kind of slowly emanating around the door where it's clearly broken. And you'd see Cadven like go, "Do you want to see something? Look at this." He walks straight up to the door, opens it, and you just see this kind of vacuum-like astral plane just going, trying to, his hair blows, and he slams it shut and goes, "Do you know how dangerous that is? You've destroyed the plane shift spell."
Seems like a safety hazard for your store, yes?
But what is it?
Skold will lower his head and come in through the back, because he's about 9 foot tall. Cadven, what was that?
What was that? What, did you hear the bang as well? Yes, I was deafened for the last 2 minutes.
No, the fucking message.
Oh, that was an advertisement.
I don't want it.
Well, you came.
Yeah, because I'm annoyed.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you should shop around whilst you're here. I'm just dealing with a customer. 1 second. So anyway,
give me one of those ads again, and your husband will be running a solo business. You understand?
Oh, you're going to spend so much money I can retire.
Sidle up next
No,
to
if you don't mind, I'm going to browse over there. And he's going to go away and start browsing.
I think, I assume the rest of us probably would have followed by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sees you come in. Oh, good. 1 moment. I'm just dealing with a customer. Sir, you realize what this means, don't you?
That door was too small and you should resize it, yes?
Damn right, it's too small.
Yes. I will resize the door. But it does mean, sir, and I cannot offer lodgings, but you cannot go back home until it is fixed.
Should we go?
No, please look
This
around.
seems like a really bad time.
No, it's great. It's fine. Fantastic. Having the best time, really. Sir, you cannot return to your home.
What? What did you do? Excuse me?
What did I do? What did I do?
What do you mean I can't? He's gonna look back at the vacuum of space behind the door. What kind of business are you running?
A magical shop. All right? It is a magical shop, and you have destroyed the only access that I have. Do you know how many customers might come through? Fuelhelm, I get one customer every 2 months. What if they choose to come through now? They can't. And not to mention all bleach. It's going to take me hours to fix this. Days.
No, none of the other doors will work now.
Wait, how did you get in here?
It came in through the back.
Came in through the.
Tithmor.
Magic.
Yeah.
He rushes to the
Came
back
in
door through the curtain, kind of leaves you guys together for a moment.
Nice.
Hi.
Adelward's gonna look them all over. Note the big Krigven in the. Sam, where would your character be standing in like the group and room?
No, he's like, if everyone else is coming in through the back door, he's at the back of the store now, just kind of like, he's pretending to look at merchandise, but he's actually just eavesdropping and looking for like ways to insult the store owner.
I'm pretty sure that there has never been a time when we've just been kind of like left alone in here.
No.
Fabi is gonna look behind the desk. He's like run off. She wants to look behind the desk and see if anything in here isn't a hologram, because every time she's tried to steal shit before, it's all been holograms.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. God, a 10. Terrible.
You'd see it's hidden well behind the counter. You'd find one single bead. Along with various, like, there's a series of different kind of bottles and vials and scrolls, kind of empty parchment, a lot of that kind of stuff, like general magical kind of accessories you could buy, various spellcasting focuses and stuff. But you'd find one single bead has rolled onto the floor as well. It's like this small, glistening opal bead.
So pick it up.
Okay. Cadman returns into the room moments and goes, goodness, I thought we were trapped in here with that customer for the whole time. No, good news, sir. Whilst I repair the door, you can move through and get into Wolfguard, because it seems that has actually attached to the back door. So...
That back there goes to Wolfguard?
Yes, it's not right.
And when will the door to here be fixed? He points to the broken door.
Wait, what did he do? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't
It sounds like you did something.
I did nothing. The door was too low. It has no clearance for, and he's gonna like fucking gesture to his giant spear.
But it's just at the floor height.
He gestures it and sort of wiggles it a little too close to one of the shelves. You see like a little bit of like lightning arc to the shelf and just not
you just see it burn some of the wood.
Hi. He's gonna like kind of put her hands up. Hey, hi. So, have you been to Tithmor ever? You should go check it out. It's got a lot of wide open space for you to walk around with your.
It's a shithole.
Yeah, but there's no low ceilings. You could walk around outside and not have to worry about.
That's true.
Adelward's going to slowly walk back up to.
Well, hang on a minute. Look, I'm not going to break the back door too. You stay in here till we're done. We can leave for you.
It's a good plan. Yes.
He's gonna walk up to the shopkeep. He's gonna ask again, how long will it take for the door to be fixed?
So here's the thing. Plane Shift is a rather quick spell to cast. However, when you are creating an object enchanted with the spell, it could take weeks, days at least.
All the doors don't work now, or just the one to Fjordhelm?
Fuelhelm and Allbleach are now shut off.
This is a great inconvenience to me, shopkeeper.
Oh, to you?
A great
To you?
inconvenience.
Just to you? It's to me. Yeah.
Whom you've essentially kidnapped in the store. He gestures around.
You you'd see this small kobold. I say small. It's larger than a normal kobold, but it's broad, muscular. It's got like pecs and a full six-pack, and it comes out like these kind of muscular cheeks. But hardly has a neck. And it steps out and kind of just rests a hand on the back of its axe. But it's still small because it's still a kobold right next to him. And he goes, "Dragon, no need right now. No need. Okay, it's not going to get to that. All right, just go and help Vindar. All right, I can handle this." And you see him go. That's how Puma smoke, and then steps back into the background. And he goes, "Right, okay. Right. Tell you what, you can take the back door and get into Wolfguard once the customers have done shopping. And if you find lodgings there, I'll work immediately on the door and try and have it fixed so you can return home. Okay? But for now, you stepped into the shop, you broke the door, you might as well buy something, I say."
Hey, Cadman.
Yes.
Maybe he could share in our discount.
A discount would be lovely after
Hey,
the
Tavern, what was that
inconvenience.
stupid message you sent? I just remember being angry. I don't actually remember what it was.
That was to valued customers. What a persuasion check for you.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh shit.
She's really
But
convinced.
you're right. You are my valued customers. For anyone else, I probably would have said no. 10% off all purchases here at the store, along with, if you spend 300 gold or more, you get a free enchantment. Minor
It's a pretty
enchantment.
good deal.
Yes, 10% off, and I have new wares all across the shop.
Hey, Cadman.
Yes?
I really appreciated the message. You could keep sending them to me. I really
You got it. More
Only
free-
her.
Just her.
Only her.
What if she dies? Do you have a second I could send it to?
Cadman!
Well,
I just need to
too
make sure.
fucking bad.
Fabia? Did you enjoy the message?
Yeah. It was alarming.
Good. Right, good. Very well.
So if that's what you were going for, then yeah, it was a
Have
delight.
you thought of, like, maybe saying hello in a, like, nice, calm way and then waiting a second and then finishing your message in case someone's in the middle of something? Like, just wait a beat or two to get people used to the fact that they
No.
just heard,
Because what if they
No?
start responding then it would cut my sending message short.
well, no one's
I
going
have
to
to get it out quickly. Besides, the quicker you go, it... Talking business to someone else. I ran a successful magical shop company. If you have more urgency in your voice, people think that the deal is urgent in itself and that things are going to be sold quicker.
Yeah, no.
So you rushed here. Did you do anything else before coming here?
Cadman, like, talking fast is literally my whole deal. I get it, man. I totally understand. I'm just saying that, like, really no one else liked it except for me because I really like shopping and saving
Yes.
money.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone's
Maybe-
here.
Well, yeah, but Skold came because he wanted to yell at you.
Skull's gonna put his hammer on the ground heavy enough that it like jostles the shelves. But
Please.
he won't turn around.
Like,
Yes,
or maybe
he's
just
frustrated.
refine your list that
It's
you're
just-
that you're sending to.
You're absolutely
Just-
right. He's extremely frustrated, and I apologize for that, Skold. And might I suggest, he steps over to one of the illusions, you'd see the shield with a face of a smiley face, and he goes, "Buying this shield of expression. It is a shield, but it changes its expression quite commonly. It
No.
might cheer you up." Oh, well, all right.
What else?
What else? Well, we have this whetstone. He steps over to this floating stone with a face on it, with its open kind of mouth, almost like a totem pole on the stone. He points at it. It soaks up lots of water and then bursts it back out and hold up gallons.
Do you have anything
Immediately?
without a face?
Ooh, I have something that could change your face. He steps over this blackened helmet with kind of wing-like bat wings coming off it. This kind of dark, almost like a Spartan helmet, but made of kind of black obsidian-like material with these two ear guards going off of it, and it glows with fiery red eyes. This here is a dread helm.
What does it do? The name's not selling me.
Well, you put it on, and edge shadows your face, and fire glows as your eyes.
Are you just wasting my time again?
He steps over to an illusion of this spinning pair of boots. You see the kind of golden lined around the edge, and it kind of goes up in like a rippling effect all across it. Boots of speed.
How much?
Skold looks down at his bare feet.
For Timmy.
I look down
No,
at my
not for you. For Timmy. Let's make this boy fast.
Roughly
Pitch it.
Let's say with the 10% discount, it's usually 3,000 gold, 2,700.
How fast?
How fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how fast?
You could go twice as fast for a period of time a day. Running
Twice
around
as-
as quickly as possible.
Twice
Very
as
good.
Damn.
Yes. I've got more items.
Okay. Let's keep that in mind. What else do you have?
Fabia's gonna open her bag,
Yes.
and drop, because she's still holding onto the bead, drop the bead in while she's rustling around and pull out the Band of the Buried and put it on the table and be like, what do you think of that shit?
Do you want me to identify it?
We know what it is.
Oh.
Do you want it?
Do you want to buy it? Like we would like
Yeah.
to trade some stuff in.
Where did you get this?
Don't worry about it. She'll wink.
Okay. Sean?
We actually just got it.
You just got it, huh?
Mm-hmm. A couple days ago.
Interesting. So, what can I offer for the band? And you know what it does?
Yeah.
Well, I could say I would give you store credit if you want, up to 10,000 gold.
10,000. Okay.
Or
10,000. I feel like you're shortchanging us a little bit.
Or a persuasion check.
Should get advantage.
Do to be fair,
10,000.
Fia said something first. Can I assist Fia instead?
I would like to assist you. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here goes. What am I rolling?
A persuasion check with
Persuasion.
advantage.
Come on. Come on, baby. 28, both of them.
28. As it's store credit, then I can do it for in-store credit, 15,000 gold. In-store credit.
Okay.
If you want gold in hand, 4,000. Where else are you going to sell this? Who wants it? Not it's cursed.
All right. We'll think about it. What else do you do you have other new stuff?
He looks towards you, Adward. You might be interested in some of these things. You know, might as well shop.
Adward has been trying to put on the helmet that makes his eyes look scary. I don't know if it fits a head like his, so maybe it's like sort of falling off over and over again. But he is trying to make himself look even scarier right now.
Each of the plinths around you with the spinning item, if your hands go through them, you'll find they're all illusions. And everything in here is just on display.
So he's just putting his face in to see what it would look like.
Yeah. Careful, sir. Would you like to try
As
it
every
on?
time he leans forward to try to put his head in it, the spear gets even closer to one of the fucking display shelves again. Hey, what is this illusion? Let me try on this helmet. I want to see how. I want to try this one on. He's gonna point to the helmet that he was just talking about.
Doe, could you get the dread helm, please? You see
Yes,
one of the
the dread
kobolds
helm.
rushes away. Also, one comes back holding the helmet, the blackened helmet, and holds it up to you.
He's gonna try to put it on his head
Okay.
to try it on.
Let me just make sure I've got the description. Yes. You place it on. It hides, shadows the entirety of your face. Seems to almost like it's almost got an illusionary effect. So your beak gets hidden beneath it. And so you've kind of got this weird body where you don't see the beak shoot out. You've got these burning red eyes hanging over. Yes.
Ah, yes.
Very fierce. Ooh, I thought I was being haunted for a moment. Would you like to buy that? It is only 80 gold pieces.
You know, this is like the most fucking embarrassing thing of my whole life at this point. This poor fucking starter character has 50 gold to his name.
No. How much
He's gonna slowly take the helmet back off and be like, it doesn't really fit my head as well as I'd like. He's gonna say, it's simply not to my.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not my ideal. He's gonna just put it back, trying to fake the fact that he really has no money and had only the intention of browsing in this store from the very beginning.
Roll a deception check against his.
Oh boy, this is gonna be that's a 4.
Incredible.
Right. Yes. Don't you just mind taking that off him? You see the kobold. He gives him like a wink, and he just quickly grabs it off of you, and then takes it back. Maybe something a little bit more down your calendar. Perhaps we could just do a basic. Maybe you'd like to buy some magical components.
How much did he say the helmet was?
80 gold.
Hey,
Yes.
there is one thing that I would say as my class. My character would have likely, while he was putting the helmet on, have carefully observed it to see if there was a way that he could simply recreate a cheaper version on his own time.
You would have learned that it's a common magical item, the Dread Helm, and you could definitely recreate that. Yeah.
Okay, easy
it's a
peasy.
Pretty easy enchantment.
Adelord will just nod and be like, magical components would be ideal, yes.
Yes. We'll get you some just basic ones if you like.
Point me to the bargain bin. He nods and slowly smiles.
Yeah, you'd see. He goes. Could you, Doe? Could you get Vinda? And you'd see the tiefling husband of Cadvan steps into the room, goes and sits at the desk. He would like something from the must buy section. If you could serve him. And Vindar just kind of looks underneath the counter, pulls out several vials, which are all like empty and just kind of like filled with. He's got little pouches of different material components, which can be commonly bought in any kind of major civilization. Pulls out these like set of beads, and then also gets out a wand and sticks that on the table as well. And goes, yes, if you'd like to come over here. Meanwhile, Cadvan turns to the rest of the group. I also have a couple of other things. I have, I have the Bountiful Bento box. Remember that one? That one's still on sale, 500 gold. Now down. 10%
Wait, that thing
off.
was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pitch it again.
Oh, yes, of course. The bento box, what it allows you to do is you can store a meal that you have had inside of it. It vanishes, and then you can open it later and have that meal come out. You can basically just store away a lot of meals whilst you're in a nicer location, go on a trip somewhere, and then pull out a wonderful meal that it recreates. It basically duplicates it. It's very good for if you're on the travel and you wanted to have a nice steak dinner. We also have, he steps over to one illusion, and it's spinning around, and it looks like this kind of metallic, like almost like a cobalt blue key. He goes, the mystery key. No one knows what it opens.
Cadvan, do you
Yes?
know what it
Then
opens?
why do we want it?
No. Because.
Are you sure?
Why would
You
anyone
ain't-
want this?
We all know that you like embellish shit a little bit, right? Do you
I
know what
know
it opens?
No, I tell you right now, I don't. And that's
Where'd you
why
get it?
I'm pricing it at 50,000 gold pieces. Because this could open a treasure. It's a magical key. It's a magical key.
This dude's a hack. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It is a magical key, and therefore
Sure.
it could open up anything.
It could also
How
open
did you find it?
somebody's like sweat locker, dude. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Above
And we
board
already
for
got
the
a
mystery
magical
key. It does
We're all shitting on it.
have a 5% chance of any lock you put it into, it will open it, but then it disappears. So it could open anything in the
You
world.
can only use it once.
Yeah, it's a one-use key, but you can
And
put
there's
it
a
into
5% chance it works, and then
Yeah.
it blows up.
yeah, then it disappears.
fuck?
But it could be
No
like you
thanks.
could roll the d20, get the nat 20, and it could be like the vault of the most,
Yeah.
filled bank in the world. You don't know. Finally, there's a couple of the discount items, but we also have, and probably the nicest item here, we do have dragon scale mail. Brass dragon scale mail.
Ooh.
How much?
Well, one's on the pricier end. We are talking roughly around, with a 10% discount, probably around 1,000. Sorry, my manners. 10,000, 1,100 gold, probably. Oh, no, sorry, 11,000 gold.
What color is it?
Brass.
1,100 or 11,000?
11,000, sorry. That's misspoke.
Wait,
Actually,
so-
10,800 because it's 12,000 usually.
How much were the shoesies?
Those ones were. Let me double check in. Those ones were 2,700.
So
We're getting the shoesies for Timmy.
yeah, we definitely want the boots. I'm gonna
Yes.
take out the wand of gilding,
All right.
and we found this,
Yes.
and I'm wondering if we could trade that in as well if you want to buy it.
All right. Store discount or gold?
Well, I mean, tell me both, right?
Could you just tell me what rarity is?
It is rare.
Okay. I could give you 1,500 store credit for it. Or 500 gold up front.
Okay.
Can you do major enchantments yet?
No.
Useless.
I'm not. Vindar's just like, useless. You spent a lot of money on my enchants the last time.
Yes, because they're all shit. I had to keep re-rolling.
Well, you enjoyed them.
Nothing to brag about.
Oh, you spent a lot of money on them.
Oh.
I'll pay you good money for a good one.
Well, perhaps I'll think on it. See what I can work out.
The only good one you gave me was a squeaky hammer, which I gave to him, and it was funny.
Was that good?
It was good, actually.
It made me laugh.
Yeah. Out of the options, it was good. Yeah.
I
Uh,
liked the. Yeah, it
he-
was good.
He turns towards you, Adderwald, the one behind the counter, the tiefling says, on our discounted, on our must-buy section, we have various just magical components. You can kind of get a discount on those if you wanted to buy.
Right.
We also have this Wand of Scowls. You pointed at someone, you can force them to scowl for 10 minutes.
I see.
That's on sale currently.
Peer at that, I guess. The most worthless wand he's ever heard of.
Let's see. That's 15 gold pieces currently on must-buy sale. We also have this, though, and he pulls out these beads, the ones that Fabio, one of the ones that's 5 years old. We have 30 of these. They're odorless, tasteless. So you put them in your mouth, swallow, and they'll dissolve, and it'll fill you for a day.
I see. Adelward has been simply spending most of his time in this store looking at magical items and just in his brain sort of remembering what they kind of look like in an attempt to just sort of get their whole stock
Yeah, that's
of
fair,
basic magic items in his head as an
Yeah.
artificer.
Yeah.
He
All
is-
the common ones you
This
could
is
easily
all
recreate.
a fucking act for
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
He has no intention of buying anything at this magical store.
yeah. That's fair. He looks across you. It's pretty much it at the moment. We do have actually, and he gets out a small globe, kind of bluish globe thing. This is on sale as well for only 100 gold pieces. This is a drift globe, but we're willing to part with this for 40 gold.
And what does it do?
It illuminates around it. You can emanate a light spell or daylight spell once per dawn, and it can hover behind you and light up a room. Instead of having to
Adelward
hold a
has simply
torch.
been looking at it and looking at it again.
Yeah,
All this, like, everything.
You
He's
do
just
the
like
light
sort of
spell,
circling his head around it, kind of peering. I don't think I'll be needing one of these.
All right,
As nice as it seems.
all right.
You could just cast a light spell on anything, and it would do the same thing.
Oh yes, but you can't cast the daylight spell. And this is a bit broader of a light. It'll fill up an entire room, 60 feet outward. It's better than the light spell.
Uh-huh.
Why are you doing that face? You sold it to us.
Yeah.
We sold it because it wasn't useful.
That's why it's on the must buy. It should be going for more gold.
Wait, that's hilarious.
He's trying to sell me your
weird
junk.
Yes,
Yeah.
he trades stuff in, and then he will like sell it on.
He
So
resells.
that wand will be for sale shortly, as will the ring.
Magic pawn shop.
All right. Godven, just get to fixing things. Can you? And can it? Oh yes. So anything you guys want to buy? Anything at all?
Hey, Lockavet.
He's going to just shake his head and slowly turn around. Bear, he'll look up at you. How far away are you from me right now in the room?
15 feet, like on the side of the sill.
He's gonna puff up his chest and just look at you dead in the eye. And pretty high up from him.
You want an enchantment on your weapon?
You believe my weapon needs any enchantment from you? He's going to point at his weapon again, which will continue to just sort of wildly spark lightning without any real prompt. He's not even really. It's on his back right now, and it looks like it's about to explode.
I believe you as a race need all the help you can get.
Damn, whoa.
What the hell?
He's going to look around at the rest of you, and he's going to slowly walk up to which one of you would you say is the most feeble and weak of your group?
As in like physical strength?
Visibly.
Oh, Fabio.
Basil would
He-
definitely give off the vibe of like
He
the
would-
meekest.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
He's
like
like six, he's
playlist
like 6
looking, I
foot
think.
though.
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
he's like a bullyable 6 foot. You know, like he's.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah.
He's hunches over a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to Fabio, like while still staring at Skold, and I'll like sort of turn away towards the wall and be like, "Is the bear holding you hostage?" He's going to whisper that in your ear.
Fabio will like her
Don't look
face
at
will
Did
change,
Did you hide?
and she'll turn her head to him and go,
he's going to nod and, and look at you, and he's going to quietly say again, "Do you want me to dispatch him?" He's going to slowly nod again.
Hear me out. Let's wait until we leave, because otherwise, this guy's gonna give you shit for the rest of your life. You feel me?
Yeah, he's gonna look over at the guy.
Just
They
play it
pointed
cool,
at-
dude.
So, do you guys have your hands over your mouths or no?
Oh, my guy
it's
has
relevant.
no fucking. He has so little charisma.
I think we're just like
this would have been a
whispering
low
to
voice.
each
It would
other.
have been almost
So-
audible to everyone else in the room. The way
Well,
he
the
would have
reason I
said.
asked-
So I'm imagining it
Well,
too.
the
I think
reason I
everyone
asked-
can hear this.
Thea has observant, which means she could read lips. If she can see somebody. So
Okay.
that's why I'm asking. In which case, she knows what's going on and is just like dying inside and not gonna say anything.
Look, bro, just play it cool. And like, when we get out of here, it's gonna be Rumble Town, you feel me?
Yes, I feel you. Are these other three with you as well? Also hostages of this Creekvin?
They might be with him. They might be against him. I don't even know.
I see enemies.
It's gonna be
surrounding
crazy.
us. It's going to nod, completely believing everything they say right now.
Skold, oblivious to this, will just approach the now vacant desk to the tiefling, and then he'll put down Sea Chart. Let's go.
Oh no.
I've told you I can't do this to magical items. It has to be a non-magical.
Why not?
Because I'm enchanting a magical, an item vacant of magic into being magical.
Why can't I just add it on?
Doesn't work that easily. It might replace it. I can.
You need a new fucking line of work.
If
He's
you want
gonna pick his
anything
hammer
else you'd
back up.
like.
Gold, you're so complex. You shit on this guy, but you're so excited to go to him every chance you get.
You like
It's
the
the
gambler.
gotcha, dude.
What's
It's
going
the
on in your
gotcha.
heart? There's a lot behind the eyes, you know?
I'm complex.
Yeah.
Says you.
What's complex about me?
Oh, I don't know, your kleptomania, many other things.
Don't go. Anyway.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Perhaps buy some things before you leave.
Yeah, I want to buy some stuff.
Perhaps have bad things to buy, and then I'll buy them, won't I?
Cadvan, we would like to buy some stuff.
Yes. 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 Okay.
We had to think about it. I'm gonna gesture to Fabio and to me and Basil. We had to think about it, and I think the 15,000 is acceptable for the store credit for the ring. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll go with that. And then let's trade in the wand as well.
Yes.
For store credit.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
we-
Yes.
Yeah, we'd like to take the boots and the scale, the breast scales, and also the bento box, please.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Yes, we can make that trade. That works for me. All right. If you just go and place them on the desk, Vindar would get them all sorted behind there, and I'll go get your things. All right. So the scales, the boots, and the bento box.
Yes, please.
Fantastic.
And a little credit left over. We'll use next time.
Yes. I mean, no, limited. He walks into the back room to go and find.
Limited?
It's okay. Don't worry. It'll work. And starts fetching your items. Vindar sits there and takes it. Vindar looks at the ring. And then lets out like a soft smile and goes, you don't know what this does, do you? If you... It can accidentally send you to the hells. He puts it back underneath the desk. And then like locks this little safe thing. And then takes the wand as well. Cadvan comes out alongside Dragon and Co, two of the kobolds, holding the bento box in one hand, and then the scales and the boots of speed. It's a dragon scale mail. I can give it after you guys. I'll put it into all of your things, so you can see them pop up on screen.
Big Timmy hours. Lots of good shit for Timmy.
Yeah, these are cool. So I've got so many tabs open. Okay, so bento box show to players. Here you go. It's Van. Boots of speed. Here you go as well. And then the scale mail. There you go.
Sweet.
Yes, the scale mail is very good. And the boots of speed are very good.
Oh, the box is good too. Hello.
I mean, the box is good, but the other two are actually rare and very rare. They're actually very good items.
Okay.
The box is more RP fun.
Hey, Cadman.
Yes.
So I know that your shop works with like plane shift, right? That's how you
Yes.
do that. Yeah.
Sort of, yes.
Do you know where I would find like teleportation circles? Like what if I just wanted are there public? I don't really know how they work.
Sort of. Not really public. But you could probably speak to wizarding towers in the area. There's one to the Oxenford Academy. There's one to the capital Cloud's Reach. There's a few that are open to wizarding folks and trusted advisors of wizards and cities. More public, those ones, as they send delegates and ambassadors through them. But I don't really know too much about them.
Okay, thanks. Thanks. That's really helpful.
Of course. All right.
All right. Great. This is great.
Thank you, everyone, for shopping at Cadvan's. Do come again soon. I appreciate all the help you have given me. I mean, that I've given you.
Good luck with your door.
Yes. He looks straight towards Adderwood.
Skold on his way out will yell, "Only adds to fear."
Only adds to fear.
I appreciate knowing about cool stuff in sales, Cadman.
Okay. Wait, you say what? Cadvan at the end, or did you say Kevin? You said
Cadvan?
Okay.
Oh,
You sound
is
like
Kevin
Kevin.
there?
You sound like Kevin. I didn't know who you're talking
If
to.
Kevin's there, I don't want to be rude. I would say hi, but cousin Kevin. It's another one of Timmy's cousins.
So, leaving through the back door, you'd hear, as soon as you step outside, the music fades. and you arrive on the streets of Tithmor.
Yeah.
For the first time for you, Adelward,
I want to say, actually,
Yeah.
Adelward would have absolutely forgot to lower his spear before trying to walk into the next door.
Would any of us have
Go ahead,
I
and
was
roll.
actually
He
gonna
would
bring
have.
it
He
up
would have
and
just
ask.
started. He would be so
Oh my
focused
God.
on this battle he believes he's going to have with Skold as soon as they leave this door that he would just be carrying this thing high above him and start marching after everyone else left out towards what he believes was a battle. So he would just start. He would just start walking with the spear up in the air.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll. You can do your like buzzing damage.
All right, I will do attack roll and the extra
If it-
attack
yeah.
then with
If it hits. I'm going to say you have to roll. Yep, that hits. A 17 definitely hits.
Okay. And then you want me to roll the damage on it first?
Yep, go ahead and roll the damage.
That's
Okay.
damage.
So 6
And
points of
then
slashing, 2 points of lightning.
Undermonger on top of it.
Okay, just going to give it 20 HP. You would go up and as you step out the door, you feel this kind of suction almost bring you back as the astral plane appears behind you, but like a vacuum of it. And then the door goes and it shuts. And you've closed off their entrance to Godforged.
They're just stuck in there.
A damn shame. This place really needs to
Oh
work
my
on
god.
I
Safety.
guess, did we see this?
I mean, you would have heard it. As he steps
Yeah.
outside, there would have been this moment of like, almost the silence, right? Because it would even have been in a different plane. And then as he comes out with like the dragging electricity, you'd hear like the outside of a booming sound. So it's like a, but it's like momentary. You see a lot of people on the street look around and then keep moving on. And you can also hear the vacuum of the astral plane.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Hey. I didn't catch your name.
Yes, you can call me Adelward. He's going to nod.
Hi.
Like
Adelward.
sort of slowly, never breaking eye contact with Skold now.
I'm Fia. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, it's nice to meet. It's nice to meet you too.
That's a.
He's going to wink.
Fia will totally wink back. What's this spear? This is pretty crazy.
Yes, this is my weapon. A weapon I created myself with my own.
This?
With my own two hands. He's going to sort of lower it towards you, like sort of clumsily pointing the blade near you to try to show you it. Man, look at the craftsmanship of this. He's gonna like show you the almost Tesla coil around the spear blade and like.
Is really nice and looks very dangerous.
Oh, it is very dangerous.
How did you make this?
Well, many years of careful work and tinkering and trial and error and pain
Oh.
and explosions
Yeah?
Huh.
and evictions
Oh.
Yeah?
to make a weapon like this.
It's no shade, but it seems like it maybe needs a little work still.
What's wrong with it? It serves its
It
purpose.
blew up 2 doors.
The doors
Can you
were
make
too
it, like,
low.
Collapse and then extend.
Why would I want my great weapon to seem smaller and weaker than it truly is? He will say,
it would
staring
still look
straight
pretty-
through you.
I feel like that would still be pretty intimidating, but you
If
know, I
anything,
don't.
I need to make it larger and louder.
You know, it's kind of like friendships, right? Like if all of your friends leave or like in the door's case blow up, maybe eventually you have to look inward or
Yeah.
at your weapon in this metaphor.
Or
Maybe it's not the door's fault. Maybe
Maybe
it's your
you keep
weapon
it-
is what I'm saying.
the same
I understand.
size.
He's not retaining any of what you just said. He thinks you're crazy.
What if it stays the same size or gets bigger, but instead of carrying it like this, you carry it like this?
He's
Ooh,
going
that's
to.
fun.
He's gonna lower it down and start. Perhaps you're right. He's gonna
Oh,
turn
okay,
towards the
maybe
door
not.
and swing it horizontally.
Yeah.
Sort of like this then. He's going to like
Well-
look back at you.
Sort of. Yeah, I just maybe when you go through doors, you do that way.
Yo,
Seem-
I've got an idea for you. Make it extend. That way, when you want it to be real imposing, you can make it so big it touches the sky. But if you need to walk around and be like a normie, you can make it smaller.
It already extends.
It
It already extends. It extends.
Show
longer.
me. Please
He's gonna
show
look
me.
He's going, I don't want to show anything. That'd be rude. He's going to look over at Skold, desperately trying to hide any more of his tricks for this battle he believes he's about to have with the bear.
Skold will extend his hammer to like 12 feet.
Are we just in the street, like in the middle of the marketplace?
Yeah.
You do it like this.
Yeah.
So your hammer just like extended and it like grow.
Yeah. It went from
Across
like
the board.
8 to like 12 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your what? Your hammer is 8 feet long, just normally?
Yeah, it's enormous.
guy.
It's a giant mole.
He's a pretty big guy.
How long
It's
is
a
my
pretty big
spear,
ball.
Joe? How did we ever like decide on
So-
the length? Because it's got reach, so it's
Yeah.
gotta be long.
Technically, it'd probably at least like 10 foot tall. If it's can hit between things, yeah, I'd say about 12 feet tall. It's big.
Still no match for the normal default size of my great weapon. Unfortunately, he's going to like chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, it'd matter if you could swing that thing around, but I doubt it. All the gear and no idea, you lot.
Do you guys
Adelward
know
is going to
each
look
other?
around to see how many bystanders there are now, trying to decide when he should prepare his battle.
In this like moment of you guys sort of whipping out your weapons and growing them and stuff, there has been like almost like fish in a school. People are just making a wide berth, going down any other streets they can to avoid you. And you feel like things are getting quieter. A couple of guards at the end of the road are kind of looking and like just have their hands on their belts, a little confused, just watching from afar.
As much as I would love to escalate this like a bitch, the last time we did that, we got run out of a town and people thought I was a werewolf. So maybe we put them away for now.
Yeah.
And
Skold's
we
already put his
continue
away.
this hilarity somewhere else.
Well, there's nothing to put away with Adelward, so he would continue to carry it exactly how he has been with zero change.
Great. Understated. Nice. Well done.
Adelward, is it? So it's
Adelward.
Adelward, sorry. Seems like maybe you haven't been here before. I think we're probably gonna like just go to a tavern or something. We can show you where that is if you're interested in that. Like, cause you're probably gonna be here for a while now. You locked Cadvan in his shop, so he's got to fix both doors now in order to get you back to.
Gonna be twice as long now.
You're gonna
isn't
be
it?
here for a bit. Also, I think did he say he was? No, I don't know. Can you get a room? Are you okay?
I'll
Need
be
help?
fine. Adelward wants to sort of scope out Fia and Timothy here, trying to get an idea of if they are also hostages or if they are possibly enemies like Fabia described.
We will do
He's trying to figure out who he has as allies when he strikes.
We're going to do like the opposite to an insight check. The higher you roll, the worse. I mean, the higher you roll, the more likely you're going to see they're not hostages. If you roll low with your insight check, then you're going to believe totally that they are under the hostage situation with Skold.
Okay, here we go. That's
Oh.
an 8.
They are both his captives, his thralls, and he is the apex predator here.
Adelward will nod, sort of confused why these two thralls seem to be guiding the direction of their group without any input from Skold at all. And be like, yes, perhaps we should camp outside of town, somewhere away from the bustle of all these witnesses.
No, we're going to
Active camping.
We're
for
going to a
now.
tavern.
Yeah, we gotta meet our friends. With the
I suppose a tavern would be fine. Perhaps one with a large courtyard out back or front.
do you not like? Are you claustrophobic? Do you not like being inside places?
Well, there's just going to be a lot of Just get up, and he's going to wink at you.
Skull put his maul on his shoulders when he started walking towards like the nearest tavern.
Theo will just nod and like wink back.
Okay.
And then she's gonna message Fabia. She's gonna be like, "What did you do?"
Fabia's gonna message back, this might have gotten out of hand, but I really don't want to correct it.
Thea's just gonna nod. Like, all right, let's go to the tavern.
Okay.
I like the idea that Basil would just be kind of like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he just thinks it's okay. Okay. Weird guy, but let's go. He has no idea there's any hostility. So the closest tavern would probably be in the northeastern point of the town. It'd be called the Merry Moments. You briefly went in there when you purchased the little house, or like rented the house. You'd go into this small kind of mostly timber built, lined with brick, various kind of beams of wood that go up and kind of reinforce this tavern. Stands out a little bit next to the other brick-like buildings, but it does have a slated roof. Heading in, you'd kind of immediately get the smell of stout ale, various kind of served alcohols, the kind of smell of a broth in the back, various rounded tables, some corner tables, a few patrons passing in and out. No guards seemingly, but it seems fairly busy at this time of the afternoon. It does have a courtyard in the back where people can go outside and sit in kind of, as this is probably the warmest place in Wolfguard, really, because it's the most southern point. They like to allure in the sun outside, and they have kind of windows and glass that's kind of projecting a way to kind of bounce the sun in and kind of warm up the courtyard outside. But yeah, where would you like to go in the bar? You gonna stay inside or go outside?
I think as we go in, Fia would look to see if she sees any of Heartbloom's crew, if they're already in the city.
Yeah.
Good point. So, heading into the tavern itself, you would see a few familiar faces actually. Over to one corner, you'd see coming in one corner. You would see long-haired, fairly good-looking man, a little bit of a wispy beard on him. The kind of human guy, a little bit dirty, a little bit kind of sea-worn. Open shirt off a full hairy chest. Playing a bit of a drinking game. You see Halio, the navigator from your ship. Opposite him, you would see sat in a chair as a turtle leaning forward.
Yay.
In the slowest way, she's responding to a move in the drinking game. And you can see Halio's getting frustrated. And so is another halfling sat nearby. A little halfling, Fom Floop, as you know him, the kind of elderly halfling or middle-aged halfling, the fisherman, who's kind of sat there and he's fallen asleep on his hand. And you'd see coming from over across the bar is an ogre holding a big tray of drinks with all various mugs and sizable kind of tankards. You'd see Lug, and he turns, he sees you, goes, "Burns," and then drops the whole tray and just shatters everywhere. And he just immediately just picks it back up. Yeah. He picks it back up. He picks up one of the tankards and he just starts scooping with his hand any of the liquids back into the tankard. And the bartender, who's a gnome, goes, we'll pour some out fresh. We'll bring them to the table. And he just kind of stands up, steps right towards you, the ogre, kind of watching as you come in, and looks across you, and then he just stares at towards the top of the spear. And it just slowly starts leaning a finger towards it.
Oh, go on! We're even going to like smile and let him do.
Skold will slap him on the back and just walk towards the bar and just leave him to do it, to reach out.
Bud, don't touch
it.
Don't touch it.
I want a persuasion check from Fabia and one from Adaward, whoever's highest.
Adaward would love a chance to continue to show how powerful his weapon is by people just touching it if he can't blow up the door.
Yeah, you've got this large ogre with a small hat, too small for his head.
No one trusts me.
I got a 17.
He pushes his finger against it.
You.
Go ahead and roll the the lightning damage that you would roll with the.
That's 24.
Oh no!
I gotta find his stat block 1 second.
He's gonna explode.
I gotta find his stat block.
Lug.
Hold on. Where's the Scarlet Whistle?
And so we need to hire a new.
I can't believe this. The best of us.
How much damage?
Blown up by a penguin.
He has 60 HP, so you'd see it burns him immensely, and he goes like, pulls back and he's like screaming. His whole finger just goes up red, swollen. He's like, oh, his hair, like his head's now like burning slightly. No. Any bits of his hair is like singed. Like, he starts crying right in the middle of the tavern.
I think Basil would probably, or actually Timmy is our healer.
I was
guess.
gonna go over to him and just say, you gotta be careful, man. Don't just touch shiny, sparky things, okay? And I'm gonna heal him up a little bit.
Yeah, he wipes tears from his eyes and then just goes and sits at the table after you heal him. You just hear him kind of crying and moaning slightly. But he gets 15 points of healing. You heal most of the damage. You see any of the burns kind of burn away, but some of the leftover bit, he just kind of rocks his finger and puts it in some ice as the bartender brings over. Hello, sees your group. Look who it is. Wow. You're a sight for sore eyes, everyone. We get your drinks?
Please.
Hell yeah.
What we've been through.
Big guy, can you pull up another... He just kind of watches him cry. Skold! Put up another table, we'll combine them. And they put the drinks on the table and start kind of serving them out. And he orders some more for the group.
All right. Is Heartbloom there as well, or just...
Heartbloom's not in this crowd right now, no.
Okay. All right. How long have you guys been here?
A couple days. We actually only arrived in a little bit.
And
we're staying on the ship, mostly.
Where is everybody staying on the ship? You got everyone here?
Yeah. No, they've got a house nearby. Dahlia, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, her and a refugee lot. They're here.
Okay, good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Yaku and his Whispers people, they stayed back. And most of Von Floop's people stayed back as well. They stayed there. Family and all that. Von Floop goes, oi, I came for the adventure.
Nice. Okay, well...
We found the twins out here. They're still real stupid, but they're alive.
And Iridis.
Iridis is like crushing it.
Big shot.
Yeah.
Apparently.
He looks at Adderward.
We just met him.
Oh,
Adderward is just sitting there quietly, like just trying to scope out this group. He's never met like any of these people, so he's just sort of sitting there sipping his drink, trying to find out which ones know about Skold's evil doing.
It's looking like a gang.
How many people are in on this?
We just met him. He's gonna kill Skold for us, and she'll wink.
So Adderward will wink back.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did I hear this?
I mean, you're probably arranging the table next to him or something. So yeah. Are we just?
I roll a.
No.
I roll a perception. 11. I didn't hear it.
There's a scraping of the table at the moment.
Yeah, the table.
Hey, Adderward, do you actually know Skold?
Huh?
Do you know Skold?
Oh, I know his kind. I know his kind very well.
Krigven?
Oh yes, Krigven.
Yeah, he seemed to get real racist with you. Like, what's that all about?
Until a few generations back, we used to eat them on special occasions.
A few generations back. Adderward's gonna turn around to him for a second. Just a few generations back. Oh, of course. Have you been to Fjordhelm? Adderward will just say, like, in complete disbelief of what he just said.
Okay, we occasionally still do. They'll take a long swig of his ale, like it's not a big deal.
Oh.
How many times has your bear here, Adderward's gonna lean forward, just devoured dead animals on the side of the road, actively tried to eat something he just killed in the middle of a battle?
Fishes, really.
He's really into fish, yeah.
It's not like that down here. You don't need to do that. You know, it's different up there on the mountain.
It's mostly
You know where the food's coming from.
fish.
Here I can get whatever I want. He's trying to call a...
Yeah, the gnome looks towards you.
Give me all the fish you have.
That'd be quite expensive. 15 gold pieces.
Did I star?
No, sir, of course, sir. A complimentary drink as well, sir. And he heads into the back
Oh
to
my
go and start
god,
collecting
what a
up the fish.
flex. God damn.
Okay. Have Skold, can you just, what if we just make a deal that you don't eat him?
Yeah, I feel bad for inciting this violence now.
I mean,
Oh, he wouldn't have a chance of eating me
any of
in
us.
1,000 years.
Fabia looked like she was about to keep talking to like correct everything that she's done, but then was like, never mind. Feels like you guys have some shit you need to like get out. I'll just let it.
No.
I'll let it blossom. That's fine.
They taste good. That should be a compliment, if anything.
Ador start to quietly stand up, sort of menacingly. Perhaps we should just talk outside. Skold. You and I, man to man. He's going to nod.
Why don't we eat first?
That's
Oh, I have no need for that. He's going to gesture to his blubber. I see. I carry enough here to last me days of battle.
Oh, yeah.
Days.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna eat, and then I'll put you in the
let's just
dirt
enjoy
after
a
that,
nice
if you
drink
want.
first.
Oh, we'll see about that, Skold. He's going to say, walking by the table and picking up some of the fish and walking towards the door. I'll be outside.
You'd see the gnome you pulled off is wheeling about 50 fish just like gathered on like various plates just over to the table. Thank you for your patronage. And was it right next to you, Skold, at the table.
He'll pay him and then just like offer it out to everyone who's at both tables.
Are you gonna go fight him outside?
Yeah, after I finish eating. Yeah.
Okay.
He thinks you've kidnapped us.
He what?
Yeah.
Why would he think that?
Because I told him he did. Well, okay, look, he assumed, and I was gonna say I didn't correct him, but I did actively feed into it because I thought it would be funny. It's now turned into a thing. He's pretty sure that he's gonna like save us if he fights you, but it also seems like he wanted to fight you anyway.
I would really like to not put someone into the ground after my meal. I will.
Yeah.
But if you value his safety, you should probably tell him to come back in.
Okay, all right,
And the truth.
fine. All right.
Is he gonna
Fine.
believe
Guards
he's gonna think you
involved in a
threatened
death.
her?
Oh, that's
This
true.
might have gone
he
too
will.
deep.
I didn't threaten. It's just a fact. We eat them sometimes.
Yeah, maybe
There's not
don't
much
mention
food.
that around him though.
You know, I think it
So
makes
cash.
him really
What
sad,
he
though.
knows.
Like,
It's not a secret.
Sure. It's a little fucked up, is all I'm saying. If you
Yeah.
were like, you know
All right.
what my favorite meal was while I was in Wolfguard? That lago I ate. It wasn't, but I ate a lago. I'd be like, this
That's
bitch is gonna eat me if he gets desperate enough. You know?
I have never eaten one of them.
you should.
It just-
Okay.
I know they are eaten. That's it.
Okay.
He's gonna lean back with her drink, like, and just sort of look at.
I'm a
Allie and
warrior.
Shake her
They
head.
have just far too much fat content, quite frankly.
Again, things to leave out if ever you were like, hey, I've never eaten one of you before. Maybe don't follow it
Yeah.
up with, because, you know, I'm counting calories.
Like lean meat. Maybe don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it matter? Who cares?
I mean, think
All
he
right,
cares, right? Don't-
I'll be right back, guys.
we
So,
should not
like,
have a
step
lethal
outside.
fight in
you're,
the courtyard of the tavern.
As you're leaving, Von Floop's gonna look to you, Skold. The little halfling fisherman goes, "Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna eat that thing anyway, you probably want to put it into a broth or serve it alongside some green leaves anyway, because it's the fat contents would really heighten the
I think
flavor." Oh,
we should just not eat
okay.
him.
No, I'm just saying it's probably better served that way. You would exit the tavern, Fabia, and Adderwald, what are you doing outside?
Oh, he'd be doing like preparatory spins with his spear.
Just spinning like
Yeah, just
in
like
the middle of the street.
You hear a guard.
Like, yell at once.
A guard.
Face me!
Sir, please, that's a highly dangerous weapon, sir. You see a guard just kind of stood there over to one side, but keeping his distance like 30 feet away.
All right. He'll slowly start to put it down a little bit, but he's still gonna be holding it in both hands like he's about to fight something.
Fabio will like slowly approach and be like, "Hey, I gotta come clean with you because this has like gotten really out of hand. Okay. So typically when we meet new people who are really formidable looking," and she'll like gesture to him.
Of course.
We try to kind of build Skold up as being like really scary because, you know, we need to make sure that like nobody's gonna fuck with us. So, you know, you're so brave that it didn't work on you, you know, so you wound up like actually wanting to fight him. He's actually a friend of ours. We're just trying to, you know, like avoid fights by making him seem like, you know, real scary is the thing.
I'm rolling insight to see if
I'll roll deception.
Somehow Skold has already scared you into trying to stalk him out of a fight.
I rolled a 22 in deception.
Well, who knows?
They're a deadlock.
Incredible! What the fuck?
Incredible. Okay. You can choose to re-roll again, or you can just go off with the information of like, you can't both be sure. You are both, you know, completely deadlocked.
The bear's so scared of fighting me, he sends you out to try to talk me out of it. He says with a nod.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe he believes that we're friends, but doesn't necessarily believe like why.
Yeah.
Why? Which is why I lied, basically. No, it's just, you know, you're obviously a great warrior, right? We don't want to like cause a bunch of stuff in this town, you know. So, you know, if it's all the same to you, we've already told him to knock it off with the like eating people shit. So, you know, maybe we can all start over, have a drink, and not fight in the middle of a town.
Yes, we should wait until we're farther away from town, if anything.
You know, however you want to unpack what I'm saying, go for it.
Joe, since this is more, I guess, like where my character's from, and also just like how many just like fucking rabid, crazy Krigven are out in the fucking Fjordhelm kind of area, because that is really going to decide just how quickly my character is. Just be like, oh yeah, this one's cool, but my whole life I've been dealing with ones that are basically psychomaniacs.
Yeah, I would say in the majority that hunt, they like to do so as kind of a challenging meal thing. So you'd occasionally come across one that's just out hunting, maybe two. And the traditional thing for your people to do is dive into the water whilst the Emperor wants, hold them off before they dive in the water. So unless you've gone to any civilized society, you'd bear in mind, because Krigven live up in mountains and your people live along the coast, they have to actively go out seeking to hunt. So the majority of the time when you would see one, it would be ill intentions. Yeah. You've probably only met the hunters of them. And you might have seen one in a town and thought to yourself, what the is it fucking following me here? Like, you've like actively only seen the worst of his kind, probably.
So this one's just a terrible hunter then. He's going to nod and smile. He couldn't even slay you for. He's going to...
True. Embarrassing, really. But we're buds now, so...
Yes, perhaps I just keep an eye on him for now. You know, they have a tendency to go berserk sometimes.
Do they? Damn.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Yeah, maybe he's just like a really tame Krigven, you know?
Yeah, they get the smell of blood near them and they just snap like a twig.
Oh. I will be honest with he smelled a lot of blood. we've encountered blood multiple times, but who knows? I mean, maybe not enough.
Perhaps I could travel with you for a time while I wait for the door to be repaired.
Oh,
Keep
I
an eye
mean,
on him. Do some light tests with blood to see if perhaps I can incite an effect of some kind. For your own safety. It's going to be
Leaving blood droplets at school all the time.
you know what? Let's talk about that later. Let's go back inside because
Sure. He's
yeah.
He'll go inside.
When you go inside as well, you'd see coming from the back room as well, Captain Heartbloom starts walking in. You see this halfling wearing a way too big hat, too big for a feather in it that kind of flows around the side, an outfit that's a bit too big for a quilted kind of coat, and a kind of a flintlock pistol one side and a scimitar that scrapes across the ground as she walks. So she lifts it up, and she comes over and goes, "Oh, hello. I didn't realize you'd made it in here.
hello.
Hello." She kind of reaches into her pocket and pulls out a letter for. She goes, "Oh, this one's for the group." She puts a letter that has kind of been sealed with a beer wax thing on the back, like a little tankard on the back. She takes that letter and hands it to Basil. This one's from a lady, I believe. Good luck with that one. And then pulls out a final letter and hands it to you, Timothy. He goes, "Oh, this one here. You see on the back, it's a wax seal of a mining pick. I've held those on to me for a little while now. Here you go, Timothy. And the group, I will go ahead and give you all the letter.
All right. Let's see what they say.
If you unlock that one, you'd see it's from Hops.
Hey.
So that's the one for General. And then I'll give you this one.
Oh!
Shane.
I'll read the Hops one out loud because I just read it.
Final line.
The Hops one says, "Dear Cockslayers, the deal with the Errolmus family has been finalized, and their wine has been shipped to them in full. I have been informed that your portion of the gold, 2,400 platinum pieces, has been deposited in the bank. Congratulations on our success. I am rich." Hops. But it's I am rich, period, not I am rich, exclamation point.
Yeah, no, he's just stating fact.
I am rich.
Yeah. He's very happy.
Yay!
For anyone who doesn't remember that is literally the deal you guys made in like episode 15
Forever ago.
to earn a lot of gold.
I was gonna say I had barely joined the group.
Yep, it was from a long time back.
That's when I got to pretend to be your little Lago maid. Oh my god!
It's
I
when
totally
you
forgot
signed
about
away
that.
your life.
Yeah,
the deal
blood
didn't
is also
work.
that.
Yeah.
Just
If
FYI,
only I had the spell I have now.
I do have the date on that, and it was August 9th, 2020. That's been a long time.
It's been over a year.
For context,
Over a
tomorrow
year
we
ago.
killed a Gothic queen and then used their body parts to make wine and then sold it to dumb rich people for a
Right.
bunch of money.
A bunch
Okay.
of dumb
like a
elves
hallucinogen.
in a town.
Yeah, it was like a hallucinogen, and they were like, "This is great."
Yeah.
And so then we just forgot about it.
They
Like,
managed
Hey!
early on to make a deal that has earned them a total of 48,000 gold.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
are so rich, and I have 50 gold.
Don't worry,
Stick
there
with
was
us.
very good rolls and smart strategy all around.
Yeah, if you read that out loud, Fabio will dab and be like, "No more blood contract. Drinks on me. We have so much money."
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's at the bank. We gotta go to the bank.
No,
But
well,
yeah.
look,
it's still,
you know.
we're still pretty rich.
Oh, it's good to see you. I did bring all of the refugees, like you said, Mrs. Lesmore, Lady Lesmore. She's here. And she's in the house with. Well, they rented out 2 of the homes there. With the gold you gave, and they just need a few of them already gone off to find their families, but a good 15 of them or so have to come to start over. So,
Oh.
we should send them to the estate.
I was just gonna say, do we have above board? Like, is there stuff that we can, like, jobs we can give them at the
So-
estate?
yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
wouldn't have
had-
to pay rent for one.
Yeah, right. Like we need someone to like kind of run it in our absence. She could probably do that if she doesn't have family, right? And then we'll need people to like maintain it.
Yeah, and so for you as well, Tomato, they have an estate, Blues Estate. You can design stuff like you can build your own tavern there, you could build your own shop there, you could build your own military training area. You can do whatever you want. Whatever comes to mind, whatever you want built there or designed there, and you can assign refugees. You can practically give them jobs and whatnot, and pay them and spend the money on different fees to get different things there. Whatever you need at your estate, you can convert.
But we also, we haven't been there in a while, so we don't know whether or not they've like established like a military base outside of it, correct?
Yeah, I think
We don't know if that's
probably,
happened yet.
Before we leave, we should check in there.
You should head there after this.
Do we wanna? Do we want to go there and then to Fairfax? Do you want to go to Fairfax and then there?
Give you an idea of the geography, by the way. You'd pass there to get to Fairfax. So.
Oh, okay.
Where's that fucking vampire?
With Fairfax, and I think my mother.
Where?
What's Fairfax's
Cradle by the
place
Sea.
called? Thank you.
The halfling captain looks across to you, Adderwald, and goes, "My dad once went up to Fjordhelm and met one of your kind, sir. It's an honor. He said they're the best fishermen he's ever met."
Oh, they're very good at catching fish. That I can assure you.
You speak the common tongue as well, sir. Oh,
Of course.
my name's Captain Heartbloom. I run the Scarlet Whistle. It's a pirate ship now. Well, not a pirate ship. It's going to be one, I think. It's an adventurer ship. They help hire me. If we ever go on a ship travel, I'd love to take you with us. It's too formal and too quick. It's just that.
Well, perhaps if I have the time, I do need to get back to Fjordhelm. I'm kind of trapped here right now.
Oh.
Against my will. He's going to look around, still kind of processing the fact that he has stranded himself on an island very far away from his original home.
As far as humanly possible.
Yeah.
You're hundreds of miles away.
Are you, Captain Heartbloom? Are you?
Hi.
How do you feel about another trip? In a little bit of time.
I
We
mean,
have a few things to like conclude here, and then I think it's time to leave.
my ship sails wherever the wind and adventure goes. I say. And we actually had a really nice trip on the way here. We stuck mostly to the coast, except for around Volcaria. And
Sure.
honestly, I've got to say, you lot are real bad luck. We barely
Oh.
got touched, and we had a fantastic time, and there wasn't really many problems along the way.
Well, that's great for you. For you. Oh,
Between us,
I
I kind of missed it.
we found my mother, so she's, we did that part. We did the.
That's great.
I met my dad.
Oh,
we met some
family's nice.
hags.
Okay.
That's a vampire.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
dad's a vampire. It's fine. He's fine. He's nice.
Just
He
doing
has
like a stake in the heart kind of gesture.
No. He has a hospital. He has a hospital. He like helps people. Like people, he helps.
Starts doing that gesture like loads.
He's a,
Could we turn them all into vampires?
no, he's not. He's helping them. He's like researching cures and medicine and stuff.
Okay.
He's really nice. It's kind of weird. He's really nice.
I killed a fire ant queen. Oh, you were there.
Nice.
That you did.
We
Yeah.
were there for that, but yeah.
That was
Oh,
really good.
I did that. Crossbow. Oh, I bought this. It shows the flintlock pistol. Look at
Yeah,
that.
nice.
Ooh.
I only had one bullet because I was going to do it like that thing where you find your enemy and shoot them. But I lost it.
Who's your enemy?
I don't know
we-
that yet.
Oh.
Oh.
But I did look.
You're looking for your great rival.
You lost the bullet. We can get another one.
It rolled out. Went off the edge of the boat. I tried to shoot a rock from it, but it jammed it.
I think we could help you. I think we could get you a bullet.
Okay.
Do you think the boat can fit up the river to the estate?
Oh, But it seemed pretty
Oh,
wide.
we have a house.
Oh,
Yeah.
you-
Wait, no,
oh,
you knew that part. We have that. Yeah, that's where we.
Yeah. Why, that's where you want
Yeah.
to take them.
Yeah. So like if we could just.
You can boat up
We
the
could
river.
sail up there, and then we could sail to Cradle by the Sea afterwards.
That's a good idea. Cradle by the sea. Okay. Yeah, we could boat up there. That's fine by me. We get everyone on the ship. And off
Yeah.
just one
Skull's
side.
about 27 fish deep. There's just
yeah.
fish
It's like an
bones
eating
everywhere.
challenge. You eat them all, you get
Yeah.
it for free. To one side, you just hear, "Go fish," as Judy finally takes her turn. And it- oh yeah.
Judy.
And then he just does his turn. Your turn again. She just looks at her cards. Okay. Well, we're free to go whenever you need to. I'll go and let the Miss Lady let Lesmore know, and we can organise travel up the river. Okay.
Wait, the ship is small enough to go up the river?
If you,
It's pretty wide.
yeah, the
I mean,
river
if
is
you look at
pretty
the map,
wide.
it's pretty wide.
Yeah, it's really wide.
Okay.
'Cause that's part of the reason the military wanted it.
Yeah, and it's only a schooner, so it's not like a full like brigantine, like 2 sails. Well, it has 2 sails, but it's not a huge ship. Okay. Well, I get things ready for our next adventure. Get to it, you maggots! And you see, like, Log quickly gets up and he rushes outside. But Hallier's like, "Hi, Captain. Yep. I seen you. We'll get you on the ship, right?"
You taking charge? He's gonna like
It's good
good-naturedly
words, I
like
guess.
punch Heartbloom on the arm. Like, look at you!
You know, what can I say? I got things under wrap. Judy will see you in a few hours. And then she heads out with Hallier, kind of nods, finishes his drink. And then Von Flute follows them out as well. So the whole crew goes out. Leaving just you guys around your table.
And
And
Judy,
Judy, who's still looking at her cards.
Oh, bless
who's
her.
doing this?
Yeah.
You do a very convincing Judy. That was good.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
I'll cosplay Judy one day when we all do this in person.
We should. That'd be amazing.
Skold will look at Adelward and say,
So what's an emperor doing so far from his flock? I don't know. Tribe.
Well, it's hard to find actual equipment for a weapon like this in an igloo, especially when you're constantly being chased around by bears.
My tribe is a mountain tribe. Okay, we don't go down to the coast. We don't eat you lot. We just trade with the coastal Krigven for fish.
Right. He sort of buys that, but he's gonna believe that this guy's cool when he fucking sees it over time. Like, so it's sort of like a half acknowledgement of that. Needless to say, there's no way to find actually decent equipment for things like this. He's gonna point to the spear. Out in the middle of nowhere, you have to go to a town.
You're adding more to that? What more can you do?
Oh, many things. Many things.
Do you
It already
just make-
blows up.
Could blow up more.
I love the idea that you've just built this giant weapon just to Van, and then you just keep making it bigger and bigger.
It also makes me laugh because like the terror of that going in the water.
Yeah, no shit.
Just electrocutes
Horrifying.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Do you just make weapons? Do you make other stuff?
Oh, I could make other stuff if I needed to, but I don't, and I don't really have any money.
Like what kind of stuff? What do you know how to make?
Well, yeah. How do you make it? Do you use a forge?
Oh, I could make a firearm, a cannon, a great hammer.
Timmy makes stuff.
I got this
see.
really cool forge. I don't think we could do it in here.
Perhaps you
Point
can
to the
show
forge
me.
Just
chain.
say it.
It's really. I point to the keychain. It's right here.
It's right there.
Yeah, I can't show you in here. It's confusing. I know you won't understand right now, but if we go outside later, I could show you.
Sure. He's going to nod. Not under. He would assume it's something magical, but without being able to get closer to it to sort of like observe it. and inspect it. He's just thinking this is some bullshit right now.
Okay. You see the gnome kind of start clearing up after you all take away plates and stuff. He looks towards you, Skold. Everything all right? You good?
There's no fish left. It's just bones.
Looks just great.
Yeah.
All right. You see someone comes in and goes, can we get another fish soup over? He goes, no, we can't.
No.
And starts taking away your plates and wheels them off.
Scott will like tip him a couple gold pieces
Nice,
as he walks off.
Very happy with it.
Get up.
But leaves your table, a couple of your drinks behind and everything. It's early, probably starting to get towards early evening now, as you're all kind of resting up in the tavern.
Did they say that we're meeting them tonight? Tomorrow.
They just said they'll meet you at the ship, so it's whenever you want to go by.
Oh. Okay.
They've mostly been staying on it. Okay.
Head to the ship.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
Early evening.
Evening.
Are there any shops where we can get some potions?
Oh yeah, we were gonna do that at Cadvin's.
Caverns, you
had
noticed,
potions.
didn't actually sell. He doesn't sell magical potions.
Oh,
We definitely need to buy a ton of potions and supplies.
ton
Yes,
of potions,
please.
please. Yeah.
I do believe. Let me just double check. I think I have a place.
Rizik had a general needs shop.
Yes.
He's a plump tabaxi storekeeper.
Good. You're not as good as mine.
I know.
Yeah, I would say at the general needs store, there's probably some there. Because we don't have a specific potion shop in Tithmor. Yeah, so you can go to Rixic's store.
Okay, yeah. We don't really have to do it if we don't want to, but.
Yeah, if you want to skip the interaction, it's fine by me. You can. You can say you went there on sale. He would have. Are you just trying to buy healing potions?
Do we need anything else, guys?
If they have diamonds, healing potions.
From the Vahazi Gold, you can get diamonds.
Yeah, that gem place.
So he would have one superior healing potion. That would cost 1,000 gold, though. Or he has 2 greater, or 5 standard. 5 standard would cost 125 gold. 2 greater would cost 200 gold. Superior, it does really ramp up in price as they get better.
Sure.
Can we get a diamond worth 100 gold?
Yep. Diamond worth 100 gold, and I'd say he has another one worth. What other kind of diamonds you want? Just like one for resurrection and stuff. He would have another one worth 500 gold as well. Imagine.
Okay.
I'm actually going to buy the superior one.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so Fabian needs a diamond, then we get one for resing, right? And then the potions.
yeah. The diamond worth 100 gold is for a potion.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you've got if you remember when I left off last week, I gave you guys that big old book of
Yep.
cauldron stuff. I can tell you for you tomorrow, I'll show you as well. Essentially, they got a book which is filled with recipes, and it's a series of like cauldron-based hag recipes. There's 30 of them. They can make potions, they can make spells, and they can make effects, and they can also sometimes make items.
Nice.
So I will just show that to all players again. It should be in your thing, actually. You should see it under the characters tab. A little list of daring delights. Or
Okay.
delightables.
I see it.
Yes. So if you ever see anything that's on there that might be able to be purchased, just let me know if you're looking for any of that stuff. Not everything on the list is going to be purchasable, but there's definitely some stuff on there that you could probably find. Okay. So just mark off the gold costs. How many of those potions did you buy?
I think we'll take them all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll pay for the superior one myself.
Okay.
And then Fia would want to just sort of check out that academy too and see if they have a teleportation circle, but we
Yes.
don't need to.
If you don't have to roleplay if you don't want to, but
yeah, we don't have to. I just want to know if one exists, and then just for future reference.
they would say to you, because it is an academy, you would come across a building. Let me just get its name, so don't forget. Yes, this is the Uxenmode Academy. It's clerics, wizards, and sorcerers get trained there. You'd be approached by a teacher called Professor Thint. She is a gnomish woman, and she would say to you that they do.
Okay, sweet. I guess actually, okay. Is it public?
To an extent, we give it to guests and anyone who needs to travel between here and the Oxenford or Academy.
Oh, Oxenford, we met some students on the way here.
Yes.
And one of the teachers. Yeah. I was just wondering if we would potentially be able to maybe use your teleportation circle. Get permission to do that. Maybe we could pay you a small fee or something. We actually have an estate now in the area, and it would really help out.
Oh, I see. You traveling back to your estate. Perhaps if you come back another time, we can make a deal for it. I'd have to speak to the headmaster and get you permission slips, and but you'd need to provide something for the academy.
Sure, of course. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So they do have a teleportation stuff.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do in Tithmor before heading out?
No.
All right. Heading down to the Scarlet Whistle, you see the familiar kind of crimson deck painted. You'd see its flag, the crimson flag, kind of floating in the wind. It's great sails ready to go. People kind of getting everything set up. Are you doing that in the evening or the first night? Like, you going straight, or are you going to stay there?
Yeah. We could just sleep on the boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You hop on the ship, and everyone kind of gathers. You see all the refugees. You'd see Dahlia Lesmore come up to you and say, "Good to see you. We're excited for this. Thank you again.
Of course.
It's good to be home. Nothing quite like it."
I think I don't know. I think you'll like the estate, and you guys are welcome to, those of you who want to stay, and we'll check it out.
We're excited, all of us. She heads below deck, and a lot of the refugees start working on. You see, they've become better at sailing since the trip that they took here, and clearly had to step up to carry their weight. Lug, the big ogre, steps up to the helm. Halio steps up beside him, and they start kind of getting their course setted. Captain Heartbeam, you see her kind of walking up and down the ship. "Oh, good to see you again. All right, everyone, just get to your spots. Not. Hey, excuse me, I might get a little rude here. All right, you scurvy dogs, get everyone up to the sails. I want them on there now. You there, what are you doing standing around? If you're going to do nothing, you're going to get a mop in your hand." And then she kind of steps up to the front and goes, "All right, you scurvy dogs, up down the river. We're going up to the estate. And if you get a single scratch on my ship, I'll hang you over the side, you hear me?" And kind of giggles to herself, and everyone happily just gets involved and starts sailing the Scarlet Whistle out of Tithmor and up the river towards your estate. That's where we're going to take a 5-minute break for you guys to use the loo, go and get a drink and whatnot. We'll be back in 5 for the last hour of the show.
All right.
And again, welcome to Moto. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Go and get yourself some drinks and whatnot, and we'll be back in 5.
Sick.
And chat, all the stuff you see right now is all the fan art. Any fan art that's drawn up, I throw into this little reel here. I still need to add a couple pieces, but anything you post it in the Discord, and I add it to the front of this little wheel. You can see all just various bits of adventures. Go get yourselves a drink, use the toilet and whatnot, and we'll be back in 5. Biabi! Okay. Let me check if everyone's here.
Most of my guys.
I'll bring up the voices of
Thunder.
everyone. But we can just chat for a moment as well.
Hey.
I can't have my mouth.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, that's my pet.
Actually, whilst we wait for the people to come back, I'll show as well. Everyone is currently on the map of Wolfguard, so I can show off Wolfguard. Here's Wolfguard for anyone
Hey.
interested. They have an estate that's here, and they were just down in Tithmor here. They've kind of gone all across Wolfguard and Wolfguard. And the scale of things, I'm going to bring you guys back over to the main map as well. This is our wider map. So they're up in the top left place. Tomorrow your character comes up from the top bit. And they're all from all around. You're not terribly far from home.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
It's not.
Also, kind of the direction we want to go next. Maybe.
That's true. Time to discuss.
Timmy, did you read your letter?
Yes.
Okay.
And I cried.
No.
Everyone was.
Did you
I
hide
forgot
your
what everyone
tears?
was talking about. I do. I was gonna write a letter back when we get to like a post person.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they have couriers there because I sent tech to the courier place to send mail last time. Oh shit, I got a bunch of letters to send too.
Whilst wait for the others as well. Do you have an idea of some of the items they just got? Both for official items anyway, so you might know them. The bountiful bento box isn't. So your boots of speed, yeah, they are rare. Attunement. You hit the wheels together, the heels together. Bonus action. Your walking speed doubled for a total of 10 minutes, and attacks of opportunity have disadvantage against you. So that'll help you get around faster. And then
Now I actually have to choose which items I want to attune to now.
yeah.
Oh shit, we have too many now.
And then the brass armor is a +1 to your AC. Advantage on saving throws against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons, which they will have. Resistance to fire damage. Additionally, you can focus your senses in action to determine the distance of any brass dragon within 30 miles of you.
Ooh.
Once per dawn. Yes. There you go.
Pretty big.
Yeah, it's got some cool use, especially dragons are being introduced into the story.
What?
Anyone who's curious about tomato species as well, it's a new homebrew race called the Lokavat, which is kind of like the way I do a lot of the Fjordhelm stuff is I take Icelandic or Old Norse, which is the closest language to it, and kind of merge some words or change up some words. It kind of roughly translate to close to water or close water. But they are a penguinoid people, and they, for the most part, they like to stay near the water and dive in and go fishing. But this is a tinkerer one. And Tomato, by the way, if anyone didn't realize, was playing an alternate version of the Artificer. It's an inventor made by Kibbles Tasty.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's cool stuff.
We can start.
What
She's
if
just
we
making
spent
coffee.
that money on boots and
Coffee.
Tomato could just make them? God damn it.
I really can.
I mean, he's
My character can
he's-
make a lot
the way
of magic stuff.
Tomato's character works is he makes the dollar store version of the boots of speed. So it'd like be the boots of light jogging, and then he would be like,
fucking genius.
"I have made them. Here they are."
You could just jog.
At some point, my camera just turned black and white, and I
Yep.
don't.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah,
like an
I thought it was a
artistic
choice.
choice.
No, it wasn't.
Everyone, we like to say it's artistic choice.
My cam link just goes crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's
Hey,
what it
still there.
I don't know,
It
man.
looks good, dude. It looks good.
Yeah, I like it. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. I'm back again.
Hey.
Makes no sense, but it looks good. Black and white's a
doesn't.
good coloration to change into. 'Cause
Yeah.
it gives you that. It always makes everyone look better.
Invokes tragedy.
It does.
That's-
He's only coloured when he eats. Luck of that.
No.
So, coming back into things on the boat, let me change up the music. You guys find yourselves back on the Scarlet Whistle for the first time since months ago when you left it. And you are heading
Timmy.
northward, up the river, sailing for a good, probably, as you're sailing, probably only like half a day, if that, quarter of a day, before you start to see, you're on this wide river. And you have, like, you occasionally pass by villages to the side. When it comes to like bridges, they can be raised up, and you'd see a couple of people who are waiting on the side of them, and they pull them upward, reeling up the stone as if allowing you to sail underneath it. And just off to the left side of the ship on this wide river, sailing around any of the rocks, up on the hill, jutting out on the kind of corner of where the river bends off and goes into the woods. You can't see it on the major map, but there is a smaller river that goes off where your ship probably wouldn't fit through. But on this kind of crossroads of the river, jutting up a walled estate building, a mansion, hanging just on the edge of the rocks, high up, a fairly defendable position. You come closer to Old Blue's estate, aka your home.
Home sweet home.
You see most of the crew kind of, they pull the anchor down. There's a way to kind of get onto the beach where you kind of pulls up close enough that she's not scraping the bottom of the ship. And there's a hill that you'd have to like climb around, some rocks you're gonna have to climb up and stuff. It's not very well designed for a dock right now. That is something you can spend your money on and clean up as well, especially. But you can make your way onto the land and get up to your
Yes, please.
your estate. Yeah. You'd have
Scurry.
rowboats.
I activate my boots of speed to get onto the land.
That's so sad.
First, they would rowboat you across. They've got 2 rowboats, so they're taking them out in small bridge. You can go on the first little trip, close your eyes the whole way there, and as soon as you get onto like actual, like steppable sound, you can put the boots of speed on, just as faster than anyone else in the group. You just zoom up the side of the coast. It's like a rocky, pebbled kind of beach here. It's not sandy. It's not very nice. It's cold. The water's cold, a little bit frosted, and yeah, you'd have to climb up this kind of horrible bit of kind of rockery on the side of the cliffside. You take many trips across. They leave a few people on the ship just to keep it safe. Captain Heartbloom stays down there as well, mostly just to keep her eye on the ship. But for a lot of the refugees come up, if not all of them come up actually, and a couple of them have found a home on the ship. But most of them come up heading with Dahlia Lesmore. Lug would stay on the ship. Halio comes up with you as curiosity. Duty stays on the ship, etc. But you'd come across what is Old Blue's estate, arriving just outside, though. Before you do arrive at the estate, you'd see about 20 tents set up in the hills just below it, on the flattest pieces of land before the road goes up towards the actual exterior gate. The gate and wall, for your eyes, Tomato, anyone who's new, it's only like, it's not really like it's not built for defense. It's more there, it's just kind of a deterrence of stopping people coming in. It's only about 10 foot tall, and it's only a small kind of bricked out wall with a iron gate.
For context, to my this was Kraken came as a guest for one episode, and he played the butler of Old Blue.
Yeah.
So this was like the estate that he managed.
Yes.
All right.
Outside, a series of tents set up, and a few guards posted. You see one whistles as they see your kind of group start heading over, and then a guard walks down with a shield and spear and looks across your group.
Hello.
Who goes that? Fully in
The
the
owners
Sons of
Of this
Sunset.
estate.
Oh, I'll get Lieutenant Sada. He
That would be
brushes off.
fantastic.
And you see as she kind of, the red-headed sorceress guard with her kind of tabard going over, showing the rising sun of the soldiers of Sunrise, steps down with a couple other soldiers, walks down to you and looks across your group. We set out outside. Is that okay? That seems fine, right?
Yeah,
So we'll make this
Yeah.
deal?
it's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
I've got about
How is-
50 men here at the moment. Most of them have been scouting the area. We've been setting up tents and whatnot. We've been dealing with your estate runner. I'm not sure what his position is.
Darian?
Yes, he doesn't seem to know what's really going on here.
That's okay. Yeah, he didn't really want the job. He just was kind of here. That's okay. We brought some other folks to help out with
Yeah,
that.
we've got a bunch of refugees, but any labor work you need, any jobs you have for them, they're open to it. So
Good. We could definitely use that at some point, for sure. We're just setting up first, getting our tent set up here. How fortified can we
Okay.
make ourselves outside of your estate?
as much as you need to be safe,
All right.
whatever you like.
We'll try not to damage the
Right.
countryside
You
too much.
guys kind of realizing it through because he's realizing no one else is talking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's okay.
Okay, good.
I mean, the safer they are, the safer the
Yeah.
people we
is
put
true,
inside
yeah.
will be.
It's true, it's a
So
symbiosis effect. We
yeah.
can help protect your state. Very well. Well, welcome home, I suppose. If you need us, we'll be in our tents. The largest one is mine. And she walks back up with her guards.
Oh,
Yes.
we've got a forge as well if you want to use it. the
Actually,
grounds.
that's pretty much the only thing that Garion mentioned. Continuously.
Well, that's he. It's
Yes, he built
fine.
it. We,
Yeah, he
yes.
told you. I'm sure.
That's pretty
Yeah.
much all he said.
Okay.
Continuously. And she turns with the other guards and heads back towards the tents, leading you to walk up the road to the gate, which opens as you guys approach because you are attuned to the kind of locked stone at the front. See the gate start to open. And for your sake of your eyes, I'll show you the estate as it was how you left off. Let me move the players over here. And welcome back to Old Blues.
Hey.
Yay!
No, the forge is in there now. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah, your forge is down there to the left. So, yeah, you enter in, you see the statues over the side. The only thing I couldn't really show off in this too much in this picture, rough estimation of everything, is it's kind of like a hill and like gradual, like each point of like these points of the land where it kind of vexes off is like hill and then flatland until you get up to the mansion. You've got your
It's
gardens.
like cliffs all the way around as well,
Yes. Yeah. It's much higher up. Like, if we were to put a ship on there, you're a good like couple hundred feet into the sky. Like it's cliffs all around.
I'm assuming like these military guys are have chopped down all these trees that are like.
Actually,
on the exterior.
not really yet. They've cut down a couple. But you can see they brought over a lot of their own timber, and they've only really just started getting set up in recent days. So it's quite a big effort to kind of move everyone over here. So it will start to happen unless you tell them not to. But they will start to change the countryside a little bit around the outside.
Cool.
But yes,
Skold didn't realize until he looked back, but he's gonna lean into Fabian and be like,
What's he still doing here?
and like gesture to the giant spear.
He's keeping an eye on you.
What does that mean? What does it mean keeping an eye on me?
I tried to set the record straight, and he's keeping an eye on you.
There's no
You
way
should-
tried to set
look,
the
you
record
should-
straight.
You shouldn't have talked about eating him in front of him all the time. That's all I'm saying. You started off
Fine,
on the
let him
wrong
keep
foot.
an eye on me.
Yeah, he's gonna keep an eye on you.
The second I fight something, he'll get so scared he'll leave anyway.
You know, again.
At this point,
maybe
Skold has raised his
cool
voice
it.
to the point where you would hear it tomorrow.
Oh, Adelward has been keeping an eye on him. He would be able to hear it anyway. It's just like
You
sort of
just
sidling
nodding.
closer, like within
You
like
know
that
that-
sort of attacking range.
That meme where somebody's just like living their lives and they look over and there's just a silhouette of someone staring at them.
Yeah, it's
He
just
hears, he
that.
hears you raise your voice and he looks over at Fabia like points at him like
Like,
He starts to lower the spear.
Fucking hell.
Um, as you're kind of heading in as well, you'd hear the like echoing out from over near the forge area, and then this kind of like just sizzling as you hear like a sword kind of being I actually don't know the term for it. It's tempered, and Over to one side, off on the second hill, you'd see this great forge being built into like a home forge. It's brickwork with wooden kind of beams that hold up a chimney as well. A large forge area with a kind of workspace outside with various tools and everything everywhere. And you see Garion, the man you saved from his werewolf curse of 50 years.
And
he's got
from Boulette's.
Yeah, he's got a full-on beard now. He looks a little bit kind of grown in. His hair's receded a little bit more, and he kind of turns her across as you're coming over, pulls his apron, he puts it over and goes, "Oh, hello.
Hey, Gary.
Welcome
Hey,
home.
bud.
Thanks.
You didn't send any word. I would have.
Oh. No, it's okay. It's
Good.
yeah.
Kind of last minute decision. But hey,
Yeah.
lots of shit's going on, huh?
Oh yes. You didn't really warn me properly about the soldiers that were coming. I thought we were under attack. So for the first 2 days, I decided not to open the gates, and I held myself inside the forge. I made a weapon, and I wasn't sure how to use it. But it turns out that you made a deal with them.
I'm very sorry about that. I thought I left you a note, and I
I can't read.
must not have. And I'm okay.
This is
I am
awkward, so
sorry.
I'm gonna go get the. I'm gonna help the refugees carry this stuff. He's just gonna turn and leave.
yeah. She's
I
starting to get
wanna,
stuff in.
I would have asked Dahlia if she was gonna, to like walk with us. Like,
Yeah,
up
she
with
walks
us.
alongside you.
Okay.
Hair tied back, kind of wearing a coat. Actually, no, she should have taken off her coat now because she's kind of used to this weather. Like she's kind of excited to be back in it. She likes the cold. She walks alongside you. She smiles to him. I've built a bit of I've converted the stables is very big, so I've converted half of it into a place for visitors. It's not the nicest, but
Okay.
it's a shelter.
Yeah. No, that is a good idea. Garion, this is Dahlia. Dahlia,
Oh.
this is Garion.
Nice to meet you. She smiles.
So, Dahlia is originally from Wolfguard, and we were hoping that maybe she would like to stay here for a while and kind of run the place in our absence.
He nods his head. Oh, okay. We're good to have a second pair of hands. She smiles. Oh no, about nearly 20 of us. Oh, oh, good. Yes, I was lonely, not too lonely, but I don't really have many people to talk to, and the soldiers—they're not very good at conversation. I tried to tell them about the forge.
Oh,
They didn't seem that interested.
We think your forge is pretty dope.
it's really
Yes,
good.
For
I
what
should
it's
show
worth.
you everything I have built with it. I have this great method for tempering steel now that I've been working on.
I bet.
using some of the other
I would
techniques.
actually
Timmy
love to
would
see
love
that.
to see that.
Great. Yes, I'll take you over and show you. That sounds like a lot of fun. Hands up if you want to come and see some tempered steel.
Howard puts his hand up.
Two.
Yes.
And one of the refugees puts their hand up, and then their like partner pushes their hand back down. Like,
Oh no!
okay, well these two I can show. Great. Yes.
Skold will, the refugee that put his hand up, Skold will just shove him in the back so that he goes forward.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
good,
says
good.
to the other one,
You're all gonna be finding jobs of some kind.
One of them nods their head. And Danny goes, "Yes, everyone knows that they're going to be working. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, I'm
Really
just,
appreciate
you know.
We appreciate it. We'll help out anywhere we can, and the shelter is more than enough. Home soil is better.
No,
than...
you guys are in the manor. You're not in the shower.
Garen's. I've been sleeping in the stable.
Well, you're in the manor as well, you dipshit. What are
Oh.
you sleeping in the stable for?
I just didn't think. I thought it would be rude whilst you're out,
No,
and
you
it's
know what, I
quiet.
think
in
it
there.
So we've been away for however
It was
long,
in the
and no
letter
one
here,
at
David.
all has been in the house. You've been in the stable.
I'm a carpenter, and now I suppose a minor blacksmith. I didn't want to
Uh-huh,
impose, but
Okay.
great.
Garen,
Looking forward to my room.
you've done a really good job. Thank you.
He smiles and nods his head. And Dahlia looks across to you as the whole group. We'll get everyone inside. We'll clean up anything in there. Don't worry. We'll get everything set up. Thank you again for this. Anything you need, I'd love to get to work. We
Okay,
can turn this into our home as well.
great.
right, everyone, if you want to come with me, we'll head up towards the estate. Right, they kind of lift their stuff.
Skold's carrying like 40 bags.
yeah. Just carrying all their stuff.
Yeah.
Start heading up towards the manor house. Garion is like, come see what I got. And he heads over towards the forge. And excited for the first people in about
That's where
3
the
months.
magic happens.
And it's, by the way, because he's 5 decades older, tempering steel for you guys, I mean, especially dwarves who just did this like 100 years ago, you guys are so far advanced in any of his skills, and everything he's doing is like old-fashioned and out of date now. He's not impressive in the slightest.
Werewolf.
But he's doing okay. So he starts showing you some of his skills. Yeah, see that? Not too shabby, eh? That's interesting. What's the cattle prod thing you've got there?
Oh, this here's my greatest creation, a weapon of
Oh my god.
incredible destruction.
Hmm.
Do you want
Asking Adderward what that is has got to be like
Yeah.
his favorite fucking like better than
Do you
your
want me
gun.
to show you what
Oh,
it can
this?
do?
You made that thing?
Oh yes, I made it with my 2 hands here.
Does he have hands? Have we established if he has hands
Yes.
or not?
Yeah, he's a humanoid.
Yeah. He's
He doesn't just have like little flipper wings.
In the picture, he just looks like a straight up penguin. So I was just curious.
You'd see Garion just pushes his foot aside, knocking like 2 chairs that have clearly recently been made. He goes, oh yes. I've created some things myself. I'll get
Who's
those later.
hiding them?
Yeah, because he's totally embarrassed now. He's looking at this a marvel of fucking engineering, and he's made some chairs. That's quite a fantastic weapon. Didn't see you with the group before. Are you
Oh no, I'm only with them, so currently out of necessity. You see, I'm trapped here because of some just terrible wizarding storm
no.
mishaps.
Oh.
I come from Fjordhelm, you see.
Oh! I have heard of the place.
Yes, and now I'm here to watch out for the bear. I was gonna whisper.
He looks aside and leans into you. That one's dangerous.
Oh, I know. He's gonna just not.
Oh, come on.
Fucking goddamn it.
I saw him once
Just.
head out down to the river.
Go
I
on.
could have sworn he came back with blood on him.
It's probably fish
Blood
blood.
on it.
He fishes a lot.
I didn't stop to ask. You ever wondered what a bear like him is doing living inside a place like this?
It's forced upon me.
Where I come from, Krigven devour entire families of my kind. For sport.
By the gods. Well, if you need one of my tempered swords,
If you like looked down the lane, you would just see a Krigman just carrying a bunch of suitcases, just walking towards the manor.
you just like you would alternately see the human and next to Adderward just both staring at you as you're doing it. It's like it's good we have you
You
here
can
to
do with
protect
those
us.
bags, those people.
Everyone else, the refugees are really happy to see you and just kind of friendly with you. I think I'll keep sleeping in the stables.
Yes, and
No.
perhaps keep that weapon close.
You both need to stop
now.
judging a bear by his stature.
Alward's
I mean, he
gonna look
looks
at you like you're
intimidating.
crazy.
I've been with him for a long time. He's actually a big softy.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Timothy.
Sometimes the softest things bite the hardest.
Yes, all it takes is
I made
all it
that
takes
up.
a little bit of blood. They snap
I was gonna,
like a
I was
twig.
gonna say, do they? I've never heard that saying.
Yes. I have sayings now. Anyway.
He's been alone too long.
All right. Well, maybe we could, work on the forge a little bit at some point. Make some things together, all 3 of us. 4.
Sure.
You see the
Actually-
refugees just being quiet this whole time. Like, yeah, no, I'm interested mostly in making knives, cutlery. Right.
I mean, that's
okay.
making
You know, we
stuff.
can make
We need
blades and
that.
weapons though. That'd be fun.
A knife is a blade.
Yeah.
It's useful.
You guys.
No, you should make cutlery. I'm not there.
Are any of you interested in
I'm not
making
there, but I'm thinking it.
cannons?
But we need cutlery for a potion.
Garen just
I
like
should
rubbing his
make
hands
cutlery.
together. The refugees like, oh, I just
Heavy weaponry.
At this
spoons.
point, I'm gonna pop my little button on my keyring, and my pocket forge is gonna start expanding.
Yes.
Probably in the spot right here, that empty little spot.
You would see as the keyring, like a little anvil symbol, just starts turning into a fully fledged anvil. A little furnace actually blooms up from it, and from his keyring, basically your makeshift forge area and everything a workshop would need appears around you.
Now, remind me what the metal we found in the basement of that manor was. I forgot to put it on my.
And it was,
I don't
it was
know.
Mithril, wasn't it?
right?
No.
I think you found
No.
no. You found
Adamantium?
Was it? No. I
Adamantium?
think
It
you
was-
found
pretty sure I-
obsidian. But let me double check.
I
Yes.
don't think so.
It was obsidian. It was obsidian.
Hold
I
on.
think.
It
Wasn't
wasn't
it blue?
mithril.
Oh, ingots. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Was it obsidian?
No, adamantine.
Oh, it was adamantium.
Adamantine.
You found adamantium.
Yeah.
Yes. Or I don't know.
adamantine. Four ingots. Thank God I saw that written down.
Adamantine. So I say adamantium because goddamn Marvel, but it's adamantine, which is practically the same thing. It is the like strongest material. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull it out of this little void barrel that's just swirling with who knows what. I'm gonna sort of elbow Penguin over here and just. What do you think we can make with this?
Sorry, before
we
you
can
do,
make-
for about a month or so, you asked me to make a forge, and you could do that.
Oh,
I mean, no, this is for here. I'm not always gonna be here.
Oh, okay.
This stays with me.
Okay. I just didn't know, but you just bought one. Sorry. Ian's back then.
I mean, this one's beautiful.
Yep.
Nothing replaces, handcrafted.
It's a lovely forge.
Thank you.
He's going to nod quietly. He's not very charismatic, so it might come off as him just saying it to make him feel better.
Garen hasn't been around people for a long time, so he's totally believing it. He's like, oh, thank you. Okay, so you put it in the adamantine.
Adamantine, is it not?
How much is 4 ingots? Like, how big are the ingots?
Like a good sizable amount. Like you could probably turn it into something, yeah. If you melt
You
it down.
got 4 ingots, and you broke down the whole cage as well.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
just saying. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Don't you want to make like a cool thing for all of us, like a matching, like group
I wouldn't use that much, yeah.
emblem?
We can make like little friendship bracelets.
Or we
Like,
could just
Little
make
pin-
plate
little pins
armor.
like the Fellowship of the Ring.
Or we could just make something fucking useful like plate
God
armor.
damn it, Sam,
and
I
then
can't wear
I could
plate
whip the
armor.
plate
Everyone
armor
makes
Big
the
meathead
strongest
got
at
metal.
4 AC.
Gonna be scraps left, you
The
guys.
strongest metal in the entire fucking universe of D&D 5e, and you want to make keychains, matching keychains.
No, not keychains, but like a pin or a
Oh,
card.
fuck
Come
me.
on, man, not a keychain. We don't have cards.
We got plenty.
But,
I broke
like-
down a whole cage along with the ingots. We got so much.
That's true. You did break down a lot.
Yeah, and it can have a rooster with a sword through it.
I
Yeah.
refuse. I made
That's a
Yeah.
cool symbol. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry that they're simple though.
Yeah, you have quite a bit.
Yeah,
With
no.
the whole cage broken down, mixed in with it, you have quite a bit. We can work out the specifics depending on what you want to build. You could definitely build a
Okay.
plate armor set. If you want to do that.
That's what I'm definitely thinking of.
Mhm.
Need to beef some of us up.
Okay. And if anyone's interested, adamantine armor means you can't be crit, I believe.
Ooh.
Shit, dude.
That's
double check.
hella
I mean, double
good.
check before.
Don't get
Yeah. I think it is. Adamantine.
I'm still in my basic half plate at level 11, so plate
I'm
would be
still in-
really nice.
Regular clothes.
That's true.
Half plate club.
Yeah, same, but I can't.
Half plate
I mean,
homies.
I'm a rogue. I can't wear much.
Yeah. Any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit if you're wearing adamantine. But it is heavy.
Gold needs that for sure. That's really
huge.
good for a tank.
Sweet.
Okay, then after I pull this out, while everything's happening at this manor, I'd go consult with everyone, asking what we should make with it. Sort of.
Okay.
Not just going on my own, making whatever.
Friendship bracelets.
Yeah. Fabia and Fia are immediately like friendship, something, friendship.
2 for that. Probably 3 with Basil.
Yeah, Basil would think that was good. Come on,
Basil
let's
would
be
definitely
real.
want friendship
There's already
bracelets.
rules.
Timothy, with ingots like that, I could create a rifle capable of killing a Krigvin from over 600 feet away. Consider deeply what you do with those ingots.
Dude, I feel really good about my new party members' motivations for everything he does and how they revolve around just murdering me, dude. This is good. This is great.
If ever there was a reason to randomly join a group,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's a better one.
That Skull could potentially kill one of the existing members.
The irony being is that he's a
Based on-
hero, but he's a
based
hero
on
for
a
the wrong reasons.
stereotype
Yeah.
From your homeland.
He's a hero to the rest of the group in his mind because he believes that he's protecting you all from the big villain.
Yeah,
that
he's
is
like
Skold.
saving you all.
They'll
It's
thank me
great.
for this later.
It's amazing.
That's funny.
Meanwhile,
The
over at the
character
estate,
growth there will be crazy.
it will be great. At the estate, what are you guys doing once you're gonna get up there? Sophia, Fabia, and Skold.
Skold would probably. We're with like the lead lady, right?
Yeah.
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 kind of
So
enter in.
Skold would probably like take stock of all the how many rooms were available, which rooms we would have, and then how many people they would have to a room. I guess like the concept is like Skold will want to take inventory of how many people are going to go into how many room, and then
Yeah.
speak to the werewolf who's a carpenter about making some beds, bunk beds or whatever.
Cool. I'll try and find the information now. I just have to find Old Blue's estate info to see how many rooms. There are rooms like there's a billiards room and stuff like that, which you can just convert into
our
bedrooms and
billiards
stuff.
It's probably good to
If you
have
want.
like
Yeah,
rooms
some
of social
entertainment.
recreation, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Well, it's like these can go.
I don't think they would
People
care
just
if it was
sit here
like,
and,
you know,
talk.
4 to a room and they had bunk beds or something.
Yes. Yeah. Right now, they're just happy to be on their home ground, for sure. So,
But yeah, it would be like finding out what they're good at or what they would be interested in, like housekeeping, cooking, gardening. Do any of the refugees have any like skills?
yeah.
Do they want to do any labor work for the military?
You'd
that kind of
probably
stuff.
find a general kind of list of them where like Dahlia says to you, I'll get a list for you of all their kind of capabilities, what they're kind of mostly looking for. We've got a few gardeners among us. We've got a few carpenters, a few people that might just be good at running a tavern or something, but they could be put to other work, building or anything like that, farming, if whatever you need. We can.
You
convert
let me
them.
know how much gold you need to sustain it all. You know,
Not too
before you
much.
get a farm up and
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
much?
Fabio would like elbow Basil and be like, "Yo, you should get a farm going out here, right? That would be great."
Yeah. I could grow all sorts of things. It'd be like home.
Sweet.
1,000 gold.
That is plenty to start getting things
Okay.
going. And you just give us a list of
1,000
things you
gold.
need to start going. I've got it here. This is what your house has in total. You have a foyer, you have a dining room, a lounge, a musical room, a large kitchen, big back garden, a privy down in the bottom area, a breakfast room, which is separate from the dining room, a scullery, that's where you wash dishes and clothing and stuff. You up the next floor, you have a large bedroom, almost identical bedroom, 2 smaller rooms with smaller beds, so another couple of bedrooms, probably about 6 bedrooms on the next floor. And then the 3rd floor has a master bedroom, another bedroom, a bathhouse, and a storage area, and then you've got a whole loft which you can convert into several more rooms. So you've probably got enough
tower.
for like.
Obviously.
It's a big estate.
Tower's mine.
Yeah,
My room's still mine.
My tower.
yeah, you got your tower. as
Yeah,
well.
I'll knock off 1,000 gold, Joe, just for like
That
that
would
could go
cover
to,
them
like,
for all
whatever-
food, everything they need, everything like that. Yeah,
yeah. Plus, like if we want to build anything, right, like a
Yeah.
dock or something.
you can start building some cool stuff.
I think, not to put words into Basil's mouth, but I think Fabio and Basil would probably come up with a plan to like have a decent amount of the garden be like food, and then the rest of it be supplies for like alchemy and herbalism in case we want to utilize that
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can start converting the entirety of that garden. It's a big garden area down the bottom, so you could convert that into a nice place to grow food and
Yeah.
alchemy supplies. Cool. Yeah, she says, okay, we can start getting that work on that and start actually delegating areas and popping the area. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
We're gonna kill a vampire, so we'll just leave you to it. I guess we'll probably leave in the morning.
Okay.
Um,
Sure.
While everybody's doing all of that, I think Fia would check in with Lieutenant Zada.
Yep, she's outside in the camps. She gets warned that you're coming, steps outside of her tent.
Wow, warned. Hello.
Evening, how you doing?
Hey, it's good to see you.
Likewise.
I hope everything's okay.
Yes, we're all set up.
I just have a quick question. I messaged you and I said, would you be able to help me figure out maybe where Amelia Varro would be?
Amelia Varro.
And then you
Yes.
said,
Yes.
oh,
The one that, yes, down
where?
in Crater by the Sea.
Yeah.
Yes. Young girl.
Like how young?
In her 20s, I think. One of the advisors to Count Fairfax.
Do you know her?
No, I've seen her. We don't really do too many dealings with Count Fairfax at the moment, but she's one of his advisors or close maids, I think. I'm not sure.
Does she look like this? And I'm gonna minor illusion the face from my mother's face from the portrait.
No. I don't think so. She's changed.
Does she look like this? And I'm going to minor illusion Marta's face.
Yes, but a little older, I think.
Okay. Okay. That's yeah, great. That's really helpful. Thank you.
No problem. Is that all you needed?
Yeah.
Right.
Are you guys actually sorry, that's not all
Yes?
I needed. Where I don't know why I said yeah. That was weird. So you've got, your kind of staging ground here.
Yeah.
Which kind of way what are your plans? How
Oh, we're going to take any of the flat downs we can. We're going to build some palisades, build some trenches around there. The bridge that heads over to the northern section, we're going to start reinforcing that and build some towers on it. Essentially, the idea is to put a force here so we can start pushing into the Deadlands from across the river. And then we can start actually taking that ground back from here. It'll make a good reconnaissance point and a fallback point. So we'll be chopping down some of the trees with your permission, of course, use them to build some palisades and reinforce them with brick. Essentially, we'll turn this into a staging ground to start taking back the Deadlands.
Okay. Okay. Dahlia is going to be, the person here in charge. So,
Yes.
certainly you can coordinate that with her. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's all I needed. Thank you. That was really helpful.
Of course. And she leaves you behind.
I feel we'll probably be absentmindedly scratching her forearm and just kind of walk back.
Okay. All right. Back at the estate. Is anyone wanting to do anything tonight?
I'm gonna be spending time making adamantine plate
Okay.
armor.
Yeah, you can start pushing your way towards that.
Skold would probably see if you needed help.
I'd
Help
definitely
out.
use all the help to speed it up.
Our Lord would
Yeah.
be staying by the forge as well,
Okay.
so he'd help.
Forge boys, forge boys.
Forge boys.
I can reduce some of it. I believe as well, correct me if I'm wrong, you, Tomato, help speed up crafting of magical items.
Magical items,
Oh,
yes.
shit.
Yes. I need to get the magical item creation table up. Which I believe do. But I believe, let's see. Technically,
It takes half as
adamantine,
much time for me.
half as much time. Nice. So technically, because it is a uncommon item, I'm just trying to get the estimated time. We haven't actually made any magical items yet, so it will take it. I'll find the exact time between sessions, but it would take like a good, I think, close to like a week or something, or a few.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give you an idea. It's definitely several days of crafting and stuff. But you start to melt down, and build the kind of basic chassis and idea. Are you making plate armor out of it?
Yeah. And the
Okay.
good thing is I could do this on the move too. Just put
Yeah.
it back.
I'd say you'd have enough
the
to do
storage.
one set of plate, and because you did melt down that cage as well, probably another set of armor with it.
I was thinking a shield. So
Okay.
I'm still, if I can.
Yeah. Shield would work as well, and I'll come up with a cool idea for the adamantine shield, which will probably be something along the lines of, as a reaction, you can block a crit kind of thing, etc. Okay. Yeah, you start spending most of your evening on that. Fabia, anything you guys are doing?
I want to draw a little fox head and go, knock, knock. You around?
Takes a moment. Where are you right now?
In my tower.
You'd
Don't worry, I'll play the pan flute badly until you show up.
You just see him appear straight in the room. Nah, no need.
I hope you do that every time you play it.
You'd see as the fox appears in your room, leans back. He's kind of wearing a nice green, like Robin Hood like outfit, and he kind of leans back into the So, what can I do for you?
What's up? All right, so, I sold a thing from my brain, and I'm wondering if you can tell me whether or not I can get it back. Can you tell that somebody? Can you tell that somebody picked at my brain? I don't know how to speak Lago anymore, and I guess I'm wondering, can I? Don't laugh. That's fucked up. I'm wondering if I can learn it again, or if I'm like cut off from that shit forever.
Oh, you could probably learn it again, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Find someone to teach
Well,
you.
that's not so bad then.
For context for people who are new, this is Fabia's secret Fey trickster.
Nobody else knows that.
Yeah,
That
one.
she has not told anyone else about.
She took a
and
level
we do
dip
not know
into
about him.
Hexblade Warlock.
Yeah,
and
so
has-
she's multi-classing,
Fox as her thing.
which is
Okay,
case
you
that
know
wasn't clear.
what?
It's not too bad.
That's good news for me. Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay, all
Who
right.
took it
I was
from
a
you?
little worried there.
Who took it from you?
A hag. We
Oh,
were like
which-
trying
wait,
to
which
save
one?
the world and shit. She had a big pit. God, I'm bad with names. She had a big pit in the middle of the room.
Angra.
Yeah,
Ugh.
there you go.
Such performance.
She sucked. We killed her.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so she's gone now. But she took a bunch of shit from us, and she took something from my brain. And I thought if I tried to learn it again, it might just never stick or some stupid shit. I didn't want to spin my wheels.
Probably not. She probably just stole the memory of it.
Okay, cool.
I don't imagine it'd be too bad.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, how are you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah?
Just stole something
Fucking with
actually myself.
people, just chilling. What'd you steal?
He can't show. Reaches into his
Not show.
pocket and he lifts out a knife, and you can see it's kind of an emerald green all down the hilt. And where the two hilts come off are two like Hydra heads, and then the blade itself is just like kind of a light shade of green itself, like an aquamarine kind of green, and it kind of curls as it goes down, a little bit silhouetted, or kind of jagged as it goes down. He then puts it back on the back of his belt. There's an
Pretty cool.
archway
Did you-
that's a little bit upset now.
Nice. Did you steal it because it matches your outfit? Be honest.
No.
The silence tells me yes. Okay, you don't have to be honest with me. That's fine.
Well, you are my favorite of my patrons.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
You're my only one. But
That's fair.
I think honesty is a good policy between thieves.
Okay, yeah.
Honor among
Yeah.
thieves and all that. Yeah, no, I
Sure.
said for the outfit, yeah, for sure. I don't know
Okay,
what it
yeah,
does. I'm not going to plan to use it.
It's a good aesthetic.
Green. I'm doing it the best
All
right
right.
now.
It's true. I've never seen anyone wear green, quite as much green,
Stop.
really, as you do.
And stop. Yep. Some in the Fae tribe, but not as good as me. Do you need anything? Anything more? You stolen anything?
I took she'll like dig around and pull out a bead. I took this from a magic shop, and I don't know if I was gonna check it out, actually. I don't know if it does anything or if it's just a bead. Put it in my mouth?
Yes.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm not there.
You feel, as it goes in your mouth, it just dissolves. And you feel pleasantly full.
Like acid. Okay.
And he looks at you and goes,
Oh.
You stole a day's worth of food in a beadful. Step it up, Fabia.
Not-
All right? Okay. Catch your ass.
Not as cool as I was hoping.
He steps out
Goddamn.
the window,
All right.
opens the window, steps out onto the balcony.
All right, bye.
A little better next time, all right? And he just falls out backwards.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Ouch.
Fia, you doing anything?
Yeah, Fia would write a couple letters, I think.
Okay.
She's definitely gonna write one to her dad, giving him an update of like,
Yes.
hey, guess what? Done with the hags, headed to Fairfax, right?
How are you going to send that letter, by the way?
Yes.
There won't be many messengers going to the deadlines.
Oh yeah.
The mail
no, I
service
know.
there is a little rusty.
She would use tack to send it.
Oh, okay,
away.
you're going to send a message.
Like, she would
Yeah.
send tack to fly. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So she would update him on the whole hag situation, all
Mhm.
of that, and then say that that she had asked around to try to find out more about her mother, and was told that her mother was at Fairfax, and then realized it was actually Marta instead.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd write that, and then it's maybe that's the only one for right now, I think. And then I think before she would send tack, because that's far enough away that it would just be like overnight, right? Like by the time they got up in the morning, tack would be back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So before she puts the actual physical, I guess for people who don't know, Fia has a necklace that turns into a little bird.
Yes.
And she can use sending with a bird, and it can do like a visual kind of call. And then she can also give it a letter or something small to deliver, and it will.
It is the magic
take
item
that.
which has been used the most by the group.
I use it a lot. So, right. She has the letter ready, and then she's going to take tack out, and she's going to get Basil.
Okay.
And if anyone else is around, although the Forge boys are forging, so if Fabia's around, she would include Fabia in this. But if Fabia wasn't, then it would just be Basil.
Okay.
Okay. So I've been thinking about what Abatha said about on Mythos, and she said that he's pretty stubborn. And she said that he likes music, and that he really enjoyed kind of being mortal and like doing like mortal shit, right? So here's what I'm thinking. We send him a message, and it's visual, and Basil can play some music that he can see, right? He likes music. And I want to just sort of just reach out and be like, just let us help you. Like, I know you're stubborn and you don't want any help, but like, right? Like, he did tell me not to call, but also I feel like we should call.
We can make it really emotional. Basil can play music, and we can have cards. And as the music progresses, we put down a card, and it says, you know, it
Like you're
really
just
like pours out our
standing in front of
feelings.
him in the rain, and you're just, oh,
Yeah.
it's really touching.
Yeah, that might look. What's more mortal than that, you
And
know?
Being overly emotional.
Oversharing your feelings, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I should call, right? Because I do that kind of a lot.
Sure. So music will just make it better, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel that.
All right. So like, it's fine. We just gotta like set the stage, right? So we'll just like, right? What do
Yeah. Well, so I guess we'll position. Are we doing this now?
Yeah, because I
Okay,
want to
great.
send a letter to my father too.
Okay, perfect. We'll position Basil like in front of the fire. So that there's a nice
Such a bad
silhouette of
idea.
a beautiful half-orc boy playing music. And then and then Fia can stand in front and either speak or do the card thing.
I feel like
whatever meme you'd like to go for.
I feel like he might like be keeping tabs on this, right? Like he probably cares that like Magnathor is out. So all right. So okay, I have the message. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the bird out of Basil playing some music.
If anyone curious,
like-
on Mythos is a purple dragon
sorry.
that locked away Magnathor all those years ago.
And told me not to call him again when I called him.
Yes. And the fact that she can
So-
sending a message to him means that they have seen him or they're familiar with him in some regard.
Right.
Okay. What do you want
Okay.
to do for the message?
So I'm gonna send the message.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, we defeated Arandris and Uroth. Talked to Abatha.
Okay.
We want to help defeat Magnathor. Will you allow us to? How do I know you?
Yeah, that sounded perfect.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay. A couple of minutes go by before sending comes back.
Thea's bricking it the entire time. You know, like when you had a crush on someone in middle school and you would call and then like leave a message.
You'd say pure darkness around the great eye. Yellowing, bluish eye with a great black slit in it, similar to a cat's, and purple scales all around it. You see an up-close shot of the ancient dragon, purple dragon on Mythos. Stares you. Defeated. Uroth. And now you hunt for more. He has his armor.
Fuck.
He's unkillable now. Let me handle him. You kill the others.
Okay.
Progress.
Besides, I know little of you. But more to come. As it disappears, Fabi, you're in the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, good. Interesting. You'd fill your pocket, pull it. Well, actually, where is your magical gem of mystery?
Oh, it's definitely on me, yeah.
You'd feel your pocket tugging as the gem is almost glowing warm.
So pull it out.
It is emanating a purplish glow with a red glow in the middle. And it is kind
Oh,
of
it's-
warming itself, pointing towards Fear. Like it's almost gravitating towards her.
It's never done this before. You want to hold it?
Here you go.
Okay.
Seems to like you.
The moment you touch it, give me some descriptions coming in.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You die.
No.
You turn bad.
Yeah, it explodes. Your legacy item is gone.
Yeah, sorry. We can put it back together, mending.
The moment you make contact, both holding it, in a little while, I was hoping this would happen at some point. Fear. As soon as your fingers touch it, when you blink, your eyes are not your own. You will suddenly have much greater vision. You feel cold air on your body. Your eyes blink. And you can feel yourself soaring through the sky. You're up miles into the clouds, and around you are several dragons. You see one gargantuan blue dragon below you, another green one flying in tow just below it. But then soon nearby, flying in unison, not against one another, a gold one, and then a bronze one swooping with it. You look to the side and you see a great big red wing, your red wing. Your eyes look down through the clouds. Land starting to come into sight in the distance. You see a brass dragon flying alongside a purple one. Close and friendly. Your eyes settle on the land. You blink again. You're suddenly surrounded in a field, all of you crouched around the dragons in a circular formation staring at one another. They're arguing. The gold dragon steps up. We need nothing more than to seal it. My dragons can guard it for an eternity if need be. And then you see the black dragon step up. And what is to stop them from using it? Your dragons. Is that your plan, Carthadan? You seek the power for your own. The silver one steps forward, digging its claws into the ground, lifting its head. We seek no such thing. The green one kind of worms around to your side. And they say my kind is treacherous. The gold one speaks again. Quieten your tongue, wretch. You caused enough damage. And then you speak. Enough. You will allow us entry, or you shall feel our wrath. You do not fear us, but you will fear our fury. You feel plumes of fire just kind of emanating from your nostrils. You blink again. You wake. This time, you're atop a massive mountain, your claws digging into the sides of it. And you see armies, legions of Dragonborn marching, all red, blue, green, chromatic colors, marching towards forests and fields all ablaze around them. Dead elves and orcs litter the fields across them. A huge battle had taken place. Burning ground where just cindered across it. Your breath still warm from a frightful amount of fire you've just produced. Your throat filled with a burning passion. You launch off of the mountain and fly over. The army seems to go on for miles. You blink. You open your eyes again. This time, you're in a different location. There's fields of burning fire, or more like just ashes. Like a long time ago battle. An army is gathered below, and you look down from your mountaintop, and this time you see a smaller force of Dragonborn. They look worn. They look tired. Their lines are a little bit broken. But through portals nearby them, you see devil soldiers coming in with tails. Shields built out of the carapace of their arms. These kind of insectoid creatures stepping through. And a pit fiend, 20 foot high, stepping aside, whips a fire whip down, crushing a couple of its own devils. The other ones get into line, marching, bolstering your forces. And you let out a fierce roar across the entirety of the army. Looking out across it, you see armies of giants to one side. Elves, orcs, dwarves, all gathered, surrounding your mountain and your army. You blink again. Your eyes open. It's during the battle. You hear the clashing and sounds of the fighting going around you. You see swords and axes cutting down. You're seeing your dragonborn fall. The devils are fighting viciously, but giants are coming in, swatting them away, and elven archers just taking down any of the ones they don't catch. To one side, another giant, clad in armor that's almost embedded into his skin, ripples down it. A runic beard. 2 giant claws that come out. Wrapped around his arms, you see Magnathor, and he rushes up towards you. You claw and strike, but you can't seem to pierce him. He stabs both of his claws up into your arms. They go limp, fall into your side, and then he drives them into your chest. You feel immense pain go through you as your blood just spills onto the ground. You allow wheezing as you collapse onto your side. He laughs. Pitiful. And then moves and starts swatting down more of your dragon kin. You close your eyes. Open them again. And a purple dragon stands over you. On Mythis looks down at you. Your armies are almost collapsed in the distance, and portals are fleeing with the last of the devils. You've lost this battle. You look to your wing, and you see 2 wormlings. One slightly older, a young dragon, but a wormling next to it, hiding, red dragons. You try and cover your wing to protect them. A different giant begins walking over, spear in hand, towards the worms. He's got 2 giants flanking him with shields and sword. You're too weak. You can't move. You're dying. The purple dragon flaps its wings, lets out a rippling roar. The lead giant looks up to him. We are sent to kill his line. The purple dragon lands. Dare step a foot toward them, Odorok, and I'll flay the skin from your body with my mere voice. The giant flinches, growls, and backs off with the others to join the fray. The purple dragon turns to you. Your line will not end today, Rathamat. I will lead your brood to safety. Your eye wells with tears. It feels undeserving to see any mercy from Omnithis after the battles you've been through. And as one tear drips from your cheek, Omnithis leans his claw in, catches the tear, breathes over it softly, and it encases with a purple gem.
Oh shit.
Rest now. Your empire is defeated. Your eyes flicker back and you're back in the house. Blue's estate. Your arm is burning. The tattoo has grown longer up your arm. Goes all the way up to your shoulder now. It's a merge of different dragon symbols. Red dragon symbols. As you unlock your legacy item. The blood of Rathamat. And also...
Nice.
I'm the big bad guy.
Related to.
Yeah, no,
But also... Fabia, having had that item for so long, you now unlock an extra feature to the item.
Height.
You now have the sealed tear of Rathamat, which replaces your current legacy item, but technically it's just an extra feature to your legacy item.
The same.
You should now
Cool.
see them at the top of the list, I believe.
I do.
The sealed tear of Rathamat and the blood of Rathamat. As you unlock your heritage item, your legacy item. And that is where we shall end tonight's episode of Godforged. Thank you very much, everyone, for playing. I was waiting for you to do that for a while.
This item is so fucking good. Holy shit.
Yeah, you just got the new third feature, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can say what they do if you want.
Yeah, come on, tell us.
Sure. So the two things that my legacy item has been able to do
I should just interrupt.
is
Legacy items are basically items which every player gets. It's based around their story and their character, and it doesn't go against their achievement slots. And they will, at the moment, they're all in their dormant forms. So they're all okay. They've got some cool features, but then they'll get better and better as they go through the campaign.
I got to start with mine, which is kind of cheating, but so I can hold, as long as I can hold my breath once per long rest, I can be invisible until I need to gasp for air. I can swap a lock that I can see with another lock that's in the area. So if there's a huge lock I can use the item and potentially swap it with a lock that's really easy to pick or is like too small and it just breaks or whatever. And then the thing that I now have is called 2 hands or better. When you cast Mage Hand, you can now have 2 hands instead of 1.
Yeah.
You can control both as part of the same bonus action. They follow the same rules as Mage Hand Ledger Domain.
That's your Arcane Trickster version of Mage Hand.
Right, I just don't know how to say that word.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
With the following additional bonuses, each hand can now carry up to 20 pounds each, or together hold an object that's up to 40 pounds in weight. It can be cast and maintained up to a distance of 60 feet, and you can cast non-damaging cantrips through either of the hands. The cantrip still uses its full casting time. That is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's amazing.
Ultimate thief item.
Dude, that's really cool.
Wait, so what's Fia's?
All right, I have my dormant form, because I guess that's what all of ours are, right? I got Elemental Mastery. The first time you deal fire damage on a turn, you ignore resistance to that damage. You gain resistance to fire damage, and can choose to spend 1 sorcery point to gain immunity to fire damage for 10 minutes.
Oh.
It replaces your sorcery point 1 to get resistance currently with immunity now.
Okay.
Because you already have resistance.
That's fucking cool. Okay. They didn't even read the second one. Draconic Familiar. You gain the aid of a Draconic Familiar, an essence of the dragon from your ancient bloodline. You can cast the Find Familiar spell as a ritual without using any material components. When you cast the spell in this way, your familiar takes the form of a red hatchling.
Oh my god, you've got Mushu.
I do. Yeah. What did I take?
Jesus
Christ. I should also give you the familiar stat block.
Voiced by Eddie Murphy.
I hope so. And then when I take the attack action on my turn, etc. That's its voice now. It's canon, and Joe's gonna have to make it talk all the time.
Yeah, I've given you its stat block, the red dragon hatchling.
And then, sorry, are we gonna say something else? No. Okay. And then I have Coveted Hoard. You have advantage to wisdom perception checks when attempting to detect a thief or sleight of hand. My passive perception increases by my proficiency bonus when a creature attempts to pickpocket or steal from my person. That's fucking Fia's dream.
Yeah, you're basically obsessed with your gold now. More so.
I mean, that part I guess is not her dream to be obsessed with it, but she was already headed that way. And lastly, Draconic Magic. You immediately learn the following spells and can cast them with your spell slots. There's Mischief, Ashardalon's Stride, and Ralathim's Psychic Lance.
These are spells from Fizzbang's new book, the book that comes out in a week and a half from now. Fizzbang. The new book that comes out in like a week or two. Essentially, they're new draconic spells they've added to the book. So you just get them added to your thing. They will be available for everyone, but they're added to your spell list now as well. And you get them a little early. There you go. You got your legacy item. Now pretty much everyone's got this except for Tempter. That's good. Don't worry. So thank you everyone for coming out and playing Godforged. But thank you very much, Tomato, for joining and coming along by for the first episode. And
welcome, brother.
Yeah, welcome, bud.
Thank you.
It's gonna be exciting going forward. Don't know where you guys go with the group now. So at this point, we're going to go out and do some shout outs to everyone, let you know what you do during the week, all that kind of stuff. Tomato, let's start with you. Where can people find you? What are you going to be playing this week?
I stream on Tomato on Twitch. I play whatever. I don't have any plans that I advertise. I think a bunch of us are playing SCP Secret Lab tomorrow, though.
Oh, yeah.
As a group. So that'll be cool.
It's true. Yeah. Go and check them out on Tomato. And then also, if you do !cast, you can find everyone's Twitter handles and Twitch handles and that kind of stuff. Twitter handles are below. Cast gives you their Twitch. Stripping.
Yeah, like tomorrow, I fly by the seat of my pants, but you can find me Twitch.tv/stripping every day from 2 Eastern. Right after this, we'll be playing Back for Blood with some friends. And then tomorrow, we're going to be doing SCP. Yeah, big SCP game.
Sweet.
So, should be fun.
Breebun, you can find at twitch.tv/Breebun. Her socials, I believe, are the same. And yeah, she usually plays a variety of games. She didn't feel too well today. She was sad she couldn't make it, but she should be here for next week. And then you get to see Basil in all his wonder and glory. Dodge is currently AFK, so we'll go over to Shane.
Hi, I'm Shane. Aaron's voice was not working today, so in RP, I guess he was malfunctioning all session.
You're shy.
I got it working at like the last 30 minutes, but by then it was too late. But I am on Shane Hawk on pretty much everything. Not streaming today, but tomorrow I am joining for SCP. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Old Lady Gamer.
Hello, I'm OLG. Sometimes I stream stuff, sometimes I tweet stuff. You can check it out if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, don't check it out. I talk a lot of shit. If you like shit talking, that's the place for you. And if you don't like shit talking, then definitely don't follow me.
That's fair. Okay, and then Dodger you can find on twitch.tv/DexBonus. And she streams a new game every day. That's what I know about that. So I'm not sure what she's going to be playing this week, but she does play a new game every day. And she drinks coffee.
And she talks about her kid. You forgot those.
That's true. She does always bring those two things up.
Yeah.
Our kid who is currently not sleeping, which is why she's not in the room.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, do go and give them all the love. I'll send everyone over to Sam because he's going to go live and play some Back for Blood. Hello, I'm Joefudge. You can find me on this channel. Every Tuesday, I read a bunch of homebrew stuff, which is just a bunch of different D&D 5e editions. Talk about the campaign and stuff during the week. But also, I am starting to get more prep done for the next couple of campaigns that are coming up, set in my new Greek versus Norse mythology world. And you'll see a few familiar faces and whatnot along the way, and a bunch of new people and stuff, and it should be fun. Other than that, I'll play SCP tomorrow, and that's about it. So we'll see you guys for next week, episode 64. If you are interested, go and find Godforged, the Discord. You can talk about it in there. I'm going to clean up the Discord as well. And also, I've got a Patreon if you want to see my behind-the-scenes notes or homebrew stuff. Other than that, though, thank you everyone for coming out. Please go and send all the love over to Sam's. Thank you again, Tomato. Welcome into the Godforged group.
Thanks for letting me join.
No, I'm happy to have you. We had a slot free and it fit really well.
Can't wait to kill Skold.
Yeah,
Reroll.
exciting.
Reroll.
That's what
And then
Saphira thought, dude, and it didn't go well, so good luck.
Dude, I don't think you know how fucking long range my sniper can get, dude. I'm gonna get so fucking crazy. You won't even be able to engage in battle with me, dude. You don't even have any idea.
You're definitely gonna have a drill at some point.
Playing on a grassy knoll on like the final episode of the campaign, like 800 feet out. Mithril sniper rifle.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Go check out Sam. See you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.